Fun?
No.
Question mark?
What if I banned the word fun on podcast just because?
Don't ban anything.
What are you talking? What do you mean
How do you
can't
do that?
ban the word fun? What is that? How would you ban that?
I was told that you get certain rights as the dungeon master.
Who told you that?
I was told.
No.
Well, 20.
Roll 20 did?
Well, 20
Mr. Roll 20?
says-
Mr. Roll 20. You
Mr.
talked to
Roll
Mr.
20
Roll
told you
Mr.
that?
Roll 20 pulled me aside, and then I said I
Lord
have certain
20,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord 20 of the Frozen
modern
Realm pulled me
major
aside.
general 20.
Yeah, exactly. You all get it.
Yeah.
And told me that I was in charge of the show and that I had certain liberties, one of them being banning the word fun if so I choose.
No,
And so
Sounds like something he would say.
That sounds like Mr. 20.
that sounds like a lie Katie Mae would make.
I would never lie to you, my dear friends. Do you ever think about how I don't know how I rank in your all's lives, but when it comes to people I spent the pandemic with, you are all in my top 10, hands
Aw,
down, like in
thank you.
terms of just sheer amount of time. I'm not
okay.
talking sentiment, I'm just talking hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, why don't you introduce the show? Now that we got that awesome intro, introduce the show.
Now that we all feel great
who
about
we
that.
are, you know.
Actually, no,
welcome
this
to
feels much better.
Hi, welcome to Generation Fantasy, a D&D 5e podcast where we take Dungeons and Dragons and we bring it to the world of Jenkins, Nebraska. I'm here with some incredible performers today, and they are going to introduce themselves. But first, just know that everything we do here tonight is 100% legal. Thank you. All right, now go down the line, introduce yourself, starting with TK. TK!
Hello, I'm TK 100% Legal Johnson.
Nice.
My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Bayou Morrison, and their pronouns are they, them also. They are 63% legal.
That's a pretty solid number. All right, next.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Carlos Luna. I play OHMO. Both OHMO and mine pronouns are he, him.
Beautiful, wonderful work. Next.
Hi, I'm Solani. I play Kaeya, who has never done a bad thing ever in her life, ever, and never will.
And already the timer's not even running in your preferences.
Yeah,
You're fucking
it's
talking
already
to the audience, huh?
competing.
I'm seeing right through. I'm seeing right through you now.
The thing is, Carlos, you can't do a goddamn thing
I
about
know,
it.
they're all
That's
hooked.
the worst part, yeah. All right, next.
And hey, I'm Masood. I play Kent Vanderbilt. Both our pronouns are he, him, and Kent has never done anything illegal in his life because he has enough money to make sure that it's legal. He just finds a way to do it legally with enough money, you know?
Kent, technically legal Vanderbilt.
This kind.
This just hurts because it's so ding dang close to the truth of life and living. I'm Katie Mae. I'm going to be your dungeon master for the evening. I use she, they pronouns, and I am ready to ask my players why they deserve inspiration for their actions last week. We're here, as always, here on the page where we all compete with the little crowns. Who got it last week?
Me.
Bayou, yeah.
Bayou got it. So has anyone spent their inspiration yet? Who doesn't? Who?
All of us spent
did.
our
I think we all spent
inspiration.
All right, so you've all spent
Yeah.
it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep those crowns there anyways, just because I want to know
In
how
fact,
many
almost
won.
spent Bayou's inspiration. Thanks for nothing,
Oh
Omo.
yeah, LOL. Well, Kent, we'll see if we can get you some inspiration today, but truly, I make no promises.
I got it. I'll handle it. Thank you for the support, but
Okay. Oh, you've got. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I can start off. It's fine. I can be.
Oh, sure. We can start that way and work our way back down. All right.
Absolutely.
So, to argue for why your character deserves inspirations for their actions last week, which will then be determined by audience vote. Masood, you will be going first to argue why Kent deserves inspiration in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Ken deserves inspiration because everyone got a better handle or grasp of their abilities in his backyard, testing it out with the tennis ball machine. Also, he snuck out. You know, he'd never done that before. He broke the rules because it was important. Brett Brock tripped because he insulted Omo, and Kent took offense to that. And also he had that sick burn on that person who is like telling like, go to our TikTok. It's really good. Like, go check it out. But that's reason enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plugging our TikTok does get bonus points from me. So
now, how do I use my channel points? That's what I need to figure out.
How do you use the channel points?
How do I use my
I
channel
need to figure that out too.
Yeah, you can figure out how to use your channel points.
I'll tell you
use them.
if you use your channel points for Bayou.
All right. Kaeya, I'm going to get, you've never needed your whole time, but the whole time is available to you. Solani, here to argue why Kaeya deserves inspiration for her actions from last week in 3, 2, 1, go.
Kaeya deserves, besides the fact that she's just awesome, she's gotten a pretty good grasp on her ability. She discovered another ability last time, and she got a sweet VW purple sparkly bug for graduation from her dad. And I think receiving gifts graciously is also, it makes her deserving of inspiration because that's another gift.
Okay. All right.
She's very good at receiving gifts.
I'm not going to comment on this. Omo. 30 seconds on the clock to tell me, Carlos, why Omo deserves inspiration for his actions last week in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, he deserves inspiration because he played Kent's parents and played Kent at the same time in the same room, which makes him awesome. He pushed Kent out. Well, she scared Kent, so that kind of counts for something, right? He threw his clothes out the window, so that counts. He also made an enemy for life out of that Brett guy, who is now on his cast.
Rock.
There you go.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Bayou here to wrap us up. TK arguing for why Bayou Morrison deserves inspiration based on their actions last week. In 3, 2, 1, go.
First of all, we both know I never argue for myself, only against Kent, and I will continue that streak this week. Kent is the literal worst, undermined Bayou at their own job. That's cool. Almost got the shit kicked out of him and needed to be saved for that afterwards. Had to be coaxed for like 30 straight minutes to actually sneak out of his house, something that a normal 18-year-old has done at least once. There's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
And Kent sucks. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your time. Positive twist as always. Thank you. Chat, the voting is open. Who deserves inspiration? You can vote for Kent, Kaeya, Omo, Bayou, or the Dungeon Master. Remember, always on the table if you feel like they don't deserve it. Yeah, but everyone sneaks out of the house at least once before they turn 18, right, guys?
Yeah.
Kent is 18. Is it still sneaking? Come on.
Yeah, you are an adult. It's fine.
I'm an adult.
The sooner you just clicking that button.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't need time. Spend more money to make this work.
Masood,
Channel points.
I have 163,000 channel points.
Oh, my 17,000. I got it.
I'm voting for Kent too, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
At
Thank
this
you.
point, I think I lost it though.
I had such a large percent of the vote that immediately just
I just want to make sure that Omo gets it by like 1%.
gerrymandering from the
wait,
audience.
It's getting close. It's getting so close. 217, 215.
Right.
It's
Oh my
neck
God,
and neck.
My pointer finger is starting to cramp now.
Oh my God. 248 to 234.
It's getting close.
Oh my God.
I'm running out of points.
So much
I need you all to know that there's still like half the time left.
Okay, all right. I'm running. At this point, I've
almost out of
gerrymandered
points.
enough. I'm letting
It's
go.
neck and neck right now.
It's neck and neck.
I'm out. I have no more points.
Yeah.
303 to 304.
304. How's it going from here? TK, slowly but surely.
I just want you to get it by 1 point, Carl.
Dump it on my
That's so funny.
I can't
I have
believe
like 16,000 points.
all of your points.
This is good. This
All of my, what are you
This is good
talking
for the
about? All of my points. I still have over 100K.
I got 8,000.
I have 150K.
This is good. I'm slowly gonna bleed TK of their channel points. It's fine.
And then you're gonna get those inspirations when it really matters.
Incredible.
Exactly.
And it's like,
You know?
the thing is that 2 years of working like contract for WotC as a moderator for this channel all came down to this moment.
And we can't even make each other hydrate. So might as well, right?
Wow.
Anti-Kent sentiment bankrupted me.
Who is still voting for me though?
It's me.
That's it.
You're voting for me on both? Wait, who's voting for Kent then?
I don't know. We
Why are you voting for Kent?
yes. we have I'm sure, I'm not looking, but we get usually no more than 150 people watching this. There are currently 397 votes for Kent and 403 votes for OHMO.
So we're stuffing them. We're
What
stuffing
is
them a little bit.
happening?
We're stuffing them just a little bit. Almost by 3. Well done.
Como won. Wow.
Well done.
Eat shit, Kent.
It's okay. I got 6.1K left. I'll come back another
I
week.
got
It's okay.
135K.
I feel
I can't help you anymore. I'm
so
sorry.
loved
It's okay.
right now that I won this.
Oh,
without
it's
cheating.
not out of
You wanna
love
make an
for
acceptance
you,
speech?
Carlos. It's out
Yes.
of hate for Kent.
All right, acceptance speech for Carlos, everybody.
Kent sucks so bad. He couldn't win.
Yo.
He couldn't win at all space bingo. Kent sucks so bad. He's like a
How
wet
bad does he?
He's like a wetback. Or a black hole. Or I don't know. This is my acceptance.
I thought you were going to say something untoward like your mom on a Thursday.
No.
I really
would
thought
never
that was
say
going to be
that.
the third beat. I was like ready for it to go.
Yeah,
I will
ready
let
to
everyone
stop
know
myself.
I will no longer be voting in these. It's really just for the bit this week.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Thank
I'm
you.
No,
watching.
I like that we were like, we should develop a feature that maybe like, you know, gives the listener some input. And then we were like, oh,
You know what
Well,
we do?
we were like, just kidding. I'll
Kidding.
vote instead. Man. So
We did it, guys.
Next week, though, for sure, Kent.
Thank you. I like
last
no.
week,
No,
well, hey, I'm not giving any. I haven't gotten inspiration yet. It could go to me next.
that's true.
It's
Sure.
When's your birthday?
May 6th.
Oh, that's pretty soon. That's next
It's
week.
pretty dang soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to turn 12 and a half and I'm going to kill Kent for my birthday. And it's gonna,
Oh.
cool.
Happy birthday.
So, sweet gamers, gather around. Let me tell you a tale of last week on GenF. You all decided to do some superhero training, which led to mixed results. Had a conversation with Mama and Papa Vanderbilt, also to mixed results. Kent told the Vanderbilts everything that he had countered so far that day. Ever the Fortsworth child. Speaking of Fort Worth,
I did do a little bit of deception on them though. Or my persuasion was good enough to. No, yeah, it was my. Because there was 2 rolls that I roll. Persuasion was bad, but deception did cover, I think, like the reason behind why we were interested in Portia.
yes. Okay. Yeah, but you agreed to start attending Portia's new program.
Yes.
That your parents are interested in you sort of getting it on the inside and finding out about that program, of course, being the New Era Emerging Luminary Initiative. So that was a fun little thing that you agreed to do.
It is a cult.
And then you all snuck out. You went to U-Town, which is the abandoned college in the center of this sweet town of Jenkins, Nebraska.
I think
You
of the pop
neglected-
band O-Town every time you say U-Town. Do you guys remember that band? Do you guys remember the band O-Town? Oh, it was a boy band that MTV.
Yes.
O-Town was awesome.
Well, O-Town wasn't playing. The Skimbleshanks Collective was playing. Remember the band that famously has tap shoes instead of drums was playing in U-Town, but you all went to Margot Day's Holding at the bank instead. There you made an enemy for life in what's his face? And you
No, say his name. We all know his name.
yeah, we all know his name. And you all maybe tried to get some information out of Margot Day. Margot Day tried to pay you off to not investigate any further. After that, after a almost run-in with Robin Riley, which is one of Margot Day's sort of mercs, y'all split up and made a run for it. Kent and Kaeya. Kent went and dropped Kaeya back off at her house. And OHMO and Bayou went back to Morning Joe's. And I think that's where we pick up, shall we? So you're taking Man, did y'all have the car? No, because you only took one car. And sorry, it just freaks me out, just like as a person who I can't imagine being like, yeah, take my mom's car wherever you want, and I'm not even going to be there. But Kent has OHMO's car right now.
I'm going to drive it to school. I left it parked down the block from the
you left it parked.
And then I walked back up and climbed back into my bedroom.
Right. You climbed back into your bedroom. Okay, cool. So you're safely snug as a bug in a rug right now.
Right.
So OHMO and Bayou, does that leave you walking back to Morning Joe's?
Yeah, I think I would.
Were we getting dropped off? We were getting dropped off, weren't we?
No, because remember, Robin Riley was about to beat up
this guy.
Kent. And then Kent and Kaeya just ran for it like the two valedictorians they are.
On the map, it's not too far. It's about a quarter of a map. It's about a quarter of a mile. I've never seen anybody so excited to be second place.
No, I just don't give me a prize I didn't earn or buy, you know?
Or buy. Yeah, we'd walk there.
All right. So as you're walking back, are you all walking back in silence? What's that looking like?
What time is it?
It is like midnight, 1 a.m.
Old an hour. I'm gonna stop drinking tea.
How's OHMO gonna get home?
These are the questions that I have.
Yeah. Bayou didn't plan on going home and was pretty much like, let's get you to Morning Joe's, buddy, because you look like you're about to pass out. And they both have an early shift, so it doesn't really matter if they fall asleep in the building. It's a little loud for me. One sec.
Oh, yeah. I have to put this in the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Put the sweet, sweet lo-fi vibes in everybody's ears. So, yeah, this part, I always loved looking at, as someone who definitely didn't hang out in her high school parking lot at night. It's always got like a cool nighttime vibe to it. You see that there are probably some juniors in the parking lot, like smoking cigarettes and playing at that ping pong table that's just left in the corner. They're not going to bother you or anything, but you know, the hooligans are still out, which means it's not that late at night.
Yeah. All right, OHMO, what do we know? We know we passed out, I guess, at Valiant High, and that we found some vials there. We also know we found some vials in your regular high school. And we know that whoever chained up that giant squirrel thing, that Squirrelbear, must have done it after they transformed. Otherwise, the chain wouldn't fit.
I think while Bayou is naming all these things, they're like walking up to the top of the donut, where like, I don't know, you just goof around and not do anything, not work.
Yeah, you're climbing up the ladder that's by the dumpsters, kind of like a fire escape.
Yeah, and then as soon as he gets up there, he starts like putting down things like a conspiracy map, like on the ground, like with like stones and then pieces of paper, and like he's writing down like as fast as he can things that like Bayou was saying, kind of like building this map, I guess, of like what's there and what wasn't there, and trying to like piece it together. Yeah. Okay. Hear me out. What if all these things, what if they're not connected at all? Have we thought about that?
That doesn't make any sense, OHMO.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, we found, I mean, it feels actually like it kind of has to be connected, which I can understand where you go from, where you're like, okay, well, now it looks too connected, so it has to be not connected at all. But let me just reel you back in, and let's imagine for a minute that they are connected.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, this is where my brain goes, okay?
Okay.
Let's try to find all the things that have the vials in common.
Okay.
Like, let's start there, because I feel like the vials have touched a bunch of different hands at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like where we found it, how we got to where we found it, who else was there. Like, I feel like the vials are, and he's putting like a big rock in the center for like the vials. Like everything originates right here with that briefcase. Right. So who knew about the briefcase? Okay.
So Margot, you and me are the first ones that we know of that knew about the briefcase. However, the briefcase has 10 slots for 10 vials.
And how many have we found?
2.
Counting the squirrel?
Well, the squirrel doesn't really count because that's not a vial. It's just something that came into contact with maybe.
Is it?
Wait.
Was there 2 at the high school though? Because there was the one that was consumed by cow, and then there was the other one that was taped to the pizza box. Right?
We got the cow.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we found 3 vials.
Pizza box and the squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the old high school.
Mm-hmm.
And the new high school.
Yeah, we found 1 vial in Bradley's stash.
So second line, and he starts like, he takes a rock and he starts drawing, you know, when you draw on like concrete and you let rocks like make a thing, he starts drawing a line like, okay, second tier connected to the vial, like 6 degrees of separation, right?
Okay.
Who's the next degree that separates these people? So the old high school connected to Bradley because maybe connected to Bradley. Not directly connected, but might be indirectly connected.
Right. And there's always a possibility that whoever put that stuff in the guard tower did see a vial or didn't see a vial. Who knows? Maybe they thought it was drugs. Maybe, who knows? But I think we also need to think about who brought the pizzas.
Oh,
because it's taped to it, right?
He gets super excited as soon as he hears that because he didn't even think about that. Who got the pizza, right? So it had to be somebody who, there was no faculty there, so it's probably a student, right? Probably. Ooh, we should ask Holly. Ooh, Holly would know. Yeah, you should ask Holly. And then like Bayou waits for a second, is like, are y'all good or y'all break up? What's going on? We are so good. He has no idea what Bayou is insinuating at all. Like he thinks it means like, does Holly talk to you? Like, yeah, like Holly talks to me. Yeah, so good. Because of the disinterest in Omo's voice, Bayou does assume they broke up, and it's like, okay, maybe. Wait, I should were we just dating, or does Holly think we were dating? I think that Bayou thinks they're dating, just because Bayou's outside of the the loop, gotcha. And only knows what Savannah has told them about school. So Bayou's just kind of like, okay, well, maybe I'll get Savannah to talk to her. Maybe Kaeya. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier. You won't have to talk to her yourself. It's a good idea. We don't want to get involved in our own conspiracy. Omo has no idea what he's talking about. Okay. Okay. Another question. What happened to the vial stuff whenever Kent pulled it out, right? Where'd it go? And can he pull it out of Meow Meow? When Kent pulled it out of Holly. Like when he sucked it out. Remember when she got bit? Okay. Did he ingest it? I don't know. It just kind of vanished, right? Okay. What happened, player to DM? What happened to it? To when Meow Meow? When Meow Meow ate Kent, the rock that was in the... Kent pulled the mana out of Holly Lamb's hand. It just looked like a magical transference to his hand. His hand took on a green glow afterwards that dissipated after some time. Okay, so for all intensive purposes, we might make the assumption that he absorbed it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm just saying it's reasonable for us to assume that without that necessarily being true. Yeah. Cool. All right. So it seems like he just absorbed it. Maybe he's like a sponge or something. Maybe he could just like, do you think he could do it to Meow Meow? Do you think and then Meow Meow wouldn't glow? We don't know if Meow Meow was actually infected by a vial because he ate a rock.
Yeah, that's right. He ate a rock and he didn't get bit. So if Meow Meow bites one of us, do you think we'll get infected or do you think we're immune?
You're bringing up a lot of good questions. There's like so many rocks on this roof right now. So there's vials and rocks. That's where things come from.
You have that vial, right? Was OHMO the one that found it?
You guys gave that vial to Margot Day.
No, I gave the vial that I found in the guardhouse to Margot Day.
Oh, so you kept, okay.
Yeah, pizza box vial. Bayou has that vial because Bayou took it from Meow Meow. So Bayou has a second vial.
Wait, so there's 4 vials then?
3 vials.
No, because
we don't
squirrel.
know. Yeah.
No, Squirrelbear did not have a vial. We just made the assumption because it was like
okay.
It was all mutated,
Yeah.
like the cow wool.
So we got pizza box, cow, then the guard. The guard.
Yeah. But
how many of those were empty? Because the Squirrelbear could have already drinking one of those. So it could be
if there was an empty one, we did not see it.
Okay.
To my memory. Because Bayou was rolling like ones for perception. But I do know that we had the pizza box vial with us when we were in the media room, and OHMO wanted to do, and Meow Meow wanted it and wanted OHMO to drink it. And I told Meow Meow that I would hold on to it for them. So Bayou had both guardhouse vial and pizza box vial, but only gave guardhouse vial to Margot because TK forgot that I had pizza box vial.
Well, retro say that's a good decision, right?
Yeah, I think it's at that point that Bayou does remember that they have the pizza box vial in their inside jacket where they put it to keep it away from Meow Meow, and it's sitting next to like the $500. And they just like look at it and they're like, what if we put this, like, how does it make rocks magic? Is that like it frozen, or because there were so many rocks and so few vials? There were just a ton of rocks, right?
Oh, don't I have like a bunch of those gems that we found?
You do not have any gems on you.
Yeah, they were taken from us when
Portia took it.
Portia took it from us. Gotcha. Would we wouldn't
As you're starting to think about that, if you would like to roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you can
remember that,
try and claw some of your memories back, let's go ahead and check that out for you two.
Let me pull up my
Also, I'm going to go ahead and bring you all to the thing called Locations View. I've got you some blank sticky notes in case you want to start writing down theories. And I got some red string over here too, if you want to start connecting any dots.
That's
Could you
fun.
move me too? Because for some reason I am not moving to any.
Oh yeah. Go over here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Of course.
I think, do we have to be DM to be able to manipulate those? Because I can't click on them.
Oh,
I'll do it.
Okay, there we go.
Cool. Try now. Did it work?
On the yellow one, yes. Oh, there you go.
I'll get you some. I'll get you a bunch of blank ones
Nope,
too.
got it. Did you say a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, please.
That's rude. Not so bad. All right.
What'd you get?
16.
Nice.
Got a 16. I think as like Bayou is going through all of this, they're doing like some pacing and just like the act of like saying this stuff out loud and genuinely acknowledging that these are things that have happened is breaking that denial dam that they've built up to where they're like, oh fuck, this really did happen. Oh my God. And they silently have a mental breakdown.
Great. Perfect. I'll write that in my notes.
Thank you. Could you put please don't forget my mental breakdown. Kent absorbed mana. Can he absorb
All right.
from vials and crystals?
I'd like to cut now to the Radini household. And vial is spelled VIAL, just for whoever just typed that. Just so no one in chat clowned on you before.
Really?
VIAL, vial.
Oh, okay.
Vile spelled like that is like you are an awful human being. You are vile.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I just didn't want you to get dunked on Maine. All right. So so this is, of course, maybe a few minutes ago canonically, but Kaeya, you see Kent pull away. You're outside the house. How can you tell me a bit, about the Radini residence and how it looks and feels and what Kaeya's sort of maybe getting home routine looks like?
Yeah. So the house, it's a 2-story, like very cottagecore type home. I don't know like the proper names for these structures, but I'm just thinking like she lives in a total cottagecore house, and it's mostly her fault because her dad doesn't really do a lot of stuff around the house. He's usually just buried in work all the time. And so she was like the one who planted a bunch of stuff, and just kind of there's vines and there's overgrown bushes and flowers because she planted them, but she's not great at like upkeeping. So there are weeds, but she thinks they're pretty. So why not? And there's like a really pretty like trellis up the front, and there is slightly peeling paint. I mean, the house is old. They've had it. Let's see. They've had it since her parents, actually just before her parents got divorced is when they moved into that house. And I would say that she was probably around, maybe 6-7 years old. And yeah, when she gets home, first thing she usually does is just kind of, normally she just calls out and sees that her dad's home, but like it's late. So she's just kind of like gets home. Oh, was her dad's car in the driveway?
It was, yeah.
He's home. Okay, so she knows he's home. She's not going to call out for him and make sure that.
Yeah, the you can see that the light is still on from outside the house. The light, the kitchen light is still on.
Oh, okay, he's up. Okay, so she goes in and she goes into the kitchen and says, "Hey, Dad."
So you head on into the kitchen, and he's got his like work laptop open, and paperwork is like sprawled over the kitchen table. Like y'all don't eat there very much anymore. And you can kind of tell that he was like maybe waiting up for you, but he has fallen. He has not managed to stay awake because he's sitting and his hands are on the keyboard, but his head is kind of tilted back on the dining room chair. And he's just kind of like,
I go and like kind of scoot the laptop from under his fingers to see if it wakes him up, and just kind of jostle him slightly.
Hey, sweetie, late night.
Yeah, sorry about that. Bayou had to work late, so I just kind of had to hang out with the kids for a bit, make sure they're all good. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, long day at work. Bayou's doing okay though, right?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. I'm sure it's not easy for them given everyone's graduating soon.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. How's work?
Busy, but he kind of like puffs up his chest a little bit. I did get a promotion today though. So
really,
I was staying up and hoping that you'd celebrate. And he kind of gestures over there, and there's like some sparkling apple cider.
Oh, that's so sad. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She runs over and she immediately like pours in 2 glasses. So what did you get promoted to?
I'm now the head of research and design at Genko.
Genko?
So you didn't just get promoted, you got like a whole new job.
Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I had told you about the acquisition. The college recently got acquired by Genko. It was formalized about a month ago.
Oh, so it's like a private school now?
They wanted to keep it a public school, but it's now going to be partially funded through Genko, just because the professors who are teaching there don't have access to the research funding that they need. So as long as the patents are going through Genko, we're now getting funded for the research projects that we're trying to do. So do I like that we've been bought by a corporation? No, of course not. Do my professors need much needed funds to do their research? Yeah, they do.
I suppose you have to compromise sometimes. What kind of research have you been working on?
It's got a lot to do. And what do you know about your dad's job? I'm gonna stop and ask Kaeya here. What do you know about what your dad's been up to?
All she knows is her dad was a civil engineer. She knows he worked on the canal project.
Yeah.
And that went south, and he's been a teacher ever since. So she assumed, and she knows he teaches like she assumes that he's teaching like a subject related to civil engineering. But it doesn't she doesn't go to his job or anything like that. So he could be teaching anything, but she just goes by that. She just believes whatever he tells her, because she has no reason to believe otherwise.
Yeah, and he sort of nods and he says, well, I'm going to keep the night class. I'm going to keep teaching the civil engineering night class. But most of my day stuff is going to be advocating for the other professors at Genco and sort of helping get their research funded and approved and all that kind of stuff.
That sounds cool.
It is. And, I'm celebrating and you're celebrating. Right?
Yeah.
You've got valedictorian, we've got things going on and I wanted to do something to celebrate. So I got and you can tell he's got like that like nervous dad energy of like he's trying to do something for his daughter, but he maybe doesn't have the emotional intelligence to really just get it across the finish line.
She gives him a quick little hug and a peck on the cheek and she says, "Thank you, Daddy."
Yeah, of course.
And I'm proud
sweetie.
of you. I know that you work hard and it hasn't been easy. So hopefully this promotion is going to be great.
It's my job to be proud of you. And only the greatest daughter on earth would say that, which is why, and he's like looking through all of his pockets and he's like, which is why I got you this. And he like takes a set of keys out of his pocket. And you can see that he already has this little moon-shaped keychain attached to them as he places them in your hand.
She is, can I roll deception to see how well she pretends?
Please, I love that.
Thank you. This is amazing. I have no idea why you got a set of keys for me. Where's my thing? Here it is. What could this possibly go to? I have no idea.
I looked away from this board for like 3 seconds and I'm looking back and it's wildly unhinged. Okay, so a 12. Tell me with a 12 what Kaeya's reaction looks like.
Kaeya's just like, oh, keys to maybe a car?
You don't look that. I not hide it well enough.
Okay, it's kind of.
I thought that since it was going to be night, you wouldn't even look. You're my observant daughter. Of course, nothing's going to get past you. Did you look already?
I just wanted to see what. I looked at the wheels. I picked it up enough to see that there was
just the wheels. Okay. All right. Well, yes, it is. It's yours. And if you want someone to teach you to drive, that's your cool dad, it will be me. But if you want to get one of your friends to teach you, that's fine too. I just, you're 18 now and it's time you start having some adventures of your own. And
she just sort of winces when he says that. Yeah. Yeah, adventures. Thank you.
You got to get into some trouble. You graduate in 3 weeks, Kaeya.
She's like, just like smiling and nodding and just like, oh God, okay, yeah. Oh well, we, my friends and I definitely have some adventures. Nothing illegal. I promise, nothing illegal.
I trust you. I don't think you're doing anything illegal. And if you are, at least tell me first so that I can lie to the police for you.
I love this relationship. Just tell me. Just so I have mail ready, please.
Yeah.
They'll sit there for a little bit, and then at some point, Kaeya will say, so have you talked to Mom lately? I mean, I was hoping that she'd call me. She hasn't called in like a month, and I wanted to tell her the valedictorian situation.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to your mother since the last time you spoke to her. I mean, She seemed pretty busy.
Fair enough. Well, if she just happened to text or call you, let me know.
Do you want me to call her and tell her to call you?
I mean, if that's fine. If that
I can do that, kid. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll touch base. Do you have any homework to do? I could stay up with you a little bit longer if you want. We could both get some work done.
I'm pretty beat. It's been a long
right.
long day.
You should sleep. Yes.
You should sleep too. You've been working all day.
Yeah, let me just finish up that email I was writing before I fell asleep like a 60-year-old, and then I'll go to bed.
All right. She gives him a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and she does want to take a peek at his computer and just take a glance at the email if she can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Not that she doesn't trust him, but there's weird stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
That was nothing.
5 perception. Yeah, I think you try to get a glimpse, and you think, oh, you're gonna be so sneaky, but you just peek over and your eyes lock on the screen, and it's just a screensaver right now, which is a picture of you and him outside of the Bradbury Circle fountain.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can totally picture that. All right, I will go back upstairs to my room.
All right, you heading to bed?
I will head to bed. First thing she's going to do, though, she's going to take off her backpack that she's been hauling around all day and kind of look through the stuff. Obviously, the crystals or anything that she put in there isn't there. But I think at some point she takes out her journal to like write a bunch of stuff down, and she will write down everything that she knows that she has discovered about magic, and that'll be her spell book.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Fair.
That's so exciting. I'm very excited. Okay, perfect. All right, is this what the concrete looks like?
Oh my God.
I'm looking at it, and it's gotten more feral since last time I saw it.
So sorry, I just dumped all of the notes that I had written during the role play and then left it for Carlos to arrange.
I love it. This is like a new favorite game.
Because now that, mostly because now Carlos doesn't have to type it all out.
Yeah,
it's good.
Right.
I like the single question mark. That's partially.
We don't know who did it.
Who did what? You know?
Who did what? What did who? Okay.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna. Okay. While you are working on this, how does the end of this conversation between Bayou and OHMO look? Will you show me a glimpse? And then where are you all sleeping? In the booths at Morning Joe's?
I would think in the donut.
I would tell OHMO that we absolutely cannot sleep up there because it will get too hot when the sun rises. It will be so miserable.
Well, what time's the shift at? Because we're probably up before.
That's true.
Before
that's
sunrise.
Actually true.
Yeah.
We could probably sleep in the donut.
Yeah.
I think that partially, I think that Bayou is taking notes and OHMO is talking and like scraping, and then suddenly Bayou just doesn't hear the rock scrape against the top of the roof anymore.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, that's about right.
Wait, you mean I fell asleep, right? Is that what that's what I would assume. Yeah, for sure.
Sleeping on the fucking roof.
Well, I imagine it's like this big donut, like.
Yeah. I told you could have a comically huge donut that could fit like a couch.
Okay.
And I also imagine that like it's not like necessarily vertical; it's like angled so that.
Yeah, and I imagine there's like a loft at the top half of the donut, so you got like layers. The sprinkles light up at night. That's very important for my.
But not all of them have been serviced, so they're like glittering.
Oh, I love that. Okay, all right. And so, yeah, I think that there's like a fucking Murphy bed and a shitty couch inside the donut that you both can crash on pretty safely after.
Just fall asleep, like. I think Bayou's like going through the packs and stuff and then being like, oh, fuck, the packs are probably in the car actually, unless OHMO brought his. But I think Bayou's
I took my other backpack that was on the roof.
Your go bag.
I thought there was a blanket in here.
Oh yeah, I gave that fleece blanket away.
Bayou has no idea. Fleece blanket or cashmere blanket?
Oh, it was like a cashmere. Yeah, it was like cashmere or something.
100% free range organic blanket.
Yeah, it's like Angora.
Yeah. And that is how all of our sweet heroes fall asleep. And we are.
Sorry, no, I just wanted to ask, what does Genco do again? Like, what's the main company?
They are the farmers. They are the conglomerate, the farming conglomerate that makes the most money here in town.
So they do like a lot of
if the new era is the highest earner, Genco is the close. Honestly, it would be hard to tell which one who's richer.
Agricultural R&D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like GMOs and stuff.
Monsanto vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is where I'm kind of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. So then all of our heroes drift into a slumber. And I know you're doing a lot of really beautiful work over here, but goodbye. As we head over to the dreaming screen, please.
Ooh.
Screen.
With a dream.
Is this like our final battle from last time? Or not the final battle, but the battle against
Oh yeah. What's it called? Phoenix?
Yeah, it's got the giant portal that we sent everybody through.
Yeah.
That's true. So all four of our heroes falling asleep in some point of Jenkins, Nebraska. But you all come to in relatively similar conditions. And that is to say a sweeping storm. The storm feels like different things to each of you. To OHMO, it feels like this storm of wind and mist that you can't see farther than a foot in front of your face. OHMO, you are dreaming, and you know that you're dreaming, and that's the weirdest thing. But there is just this mist in your face that you can't even begin to see through. You've lost all sense of direction. But there is a pull telling you that there are answers nearby. And that is what the storm feels like to OHMO. To Kaeya, the storm that you are in the middle of feels like a swarm of lightning bugs twinkling around you. A small celebration, a feel of joyous and wonderment there. And that's the storm. It is still encompassing. It is still overwhelming, but there is a joy in it for you. Kent, this dream that you're having is a violent storm of sand and dust wiping against your face like sandpaper, threats at your back. And as you keep turning and moving, you cannot find them. They are one step ahead of you, feeling slices crawling up your arms as desperation grows in your chest. This is what the storm feels like to you. Bayou, you are in the heart of a storm. Though you can see it swirling and moving all around you, a kaleidoscopic array of lights and honestly, ambitions and hopes and dreams and these strong surges of emotion in this storm, you are in the eye. It is calm there. And you feel calm in this center. And that is how the storm feels for each of you. And for a while, you all persist in this storm. So I want to go around and ask you all how that looks for each of you. OHMO, we'll start with you.
You said that it feels like there's some type of a secret or some type of
Yeah.
Yeah. But what do I see, or is it?
You get this strong feeling. There's this mist that, so you can't, like, if you're holding your hand right here, you can't see it. Right. Your frame of view is negligible. And this mist is thick. Every time you breathe in, that thick air fills your lungs. It's like you can't get a breath of fresh air.
Gotcha. He would probably feel around for a second, and then God, have you guys ever tried to be blindfolded for a day, or try to not use your eyes for a day or anything like that? Have you ever tried, or in the middle of a field or anything like that? Have you ever,
there was a time in college where I would not wear my glasses to class. I would walk without them on. I have terrible eyesight. I would have to squint. Yeah.
I remember a few times just being in the wide open and then being I'm gonna just close my eyes and start walking and see what can I start running? And it's such a dangerous feeling, but I think he would try that. I think he would just try to feel around and be okay, well, there's no difference between walking and feeling it and whatever. It's I need to get to this right now. So he would just dart and try to run. And yeah.
Give me a survival check for me.
Ooh, okay. Survival. Four.
Yeah. Okay. So, OHMO, you are trying to get through the mist, your eyes closed, you're trying to trust your instincts. But tell me what creeps into the back of your mind that stops you from trusting them. Is it paranoia? Is it doubt? What creeps in?
Yeah, I think he keeps running and stopping and hesitating, and then running and then stopping and hesitating and be and then going a different direction and going there and then stopping, and it's just it's so wild, and
every time you stop, the air gets thicker, the mist takes away, it feels like it gets closer to your face, and then the mist becomes thicker and thicker to move through, molasses-like almost, until you are pulled to a stopping point, unable to breathe in the thickness of the air around you and unable to move through it either. Kent, what does this look like for you?
I think in the storm, as Kent's running, I would love to ask, what am I wearing? Am I wearing my nice clothes? Am I no? This
Paint
is
me a word picture.
Just or is it rough garb if I'm in a sandstorm? What? I think that's Kent's first thing is what am I wearing? In
a nice quarter sleeve rolled up black button up shirt, regular dress pants, your nice little dress shoes. This is I'm going out to dinner with my parents. And
somehow I ended up here in the middle of a sandstorm. I think
well, you have the same awareness that OHMO does. You know you're dreaming.
Oh, okay. But I know something's messing with me. Something's pricking me as I'm running. Something's hitting me in some capacity. I think if I know it's a dream, Kent just turns around from where he is and he says, you want to mess with me? I'm Kent goddamn Vanderbilt, and this is my mind, and I do magic now. And I shout that. I'll make an intimidation check.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. An 18.
It's my goddamn mind. Get out of here.
Roll an Arcana check for me as well, just for fun. Just to keep it fun.
Okay. This won't be as good. It's a 10.
All right. You yell, "I am goddamn Kent Vanderbilt." And you see this green in your veins start heading up through your arms, both of them, up through your shoulders. This glowing power begins to like surge through your body. And this threat almost builds, and it's threatening to like break out of your body. But the threat is enough. The sandpaper on your face diminishes. It begins to fade, and a new location begins to take form above you. But we will visit that momentarily. Kaeya.
All right, so it's a storm of fireflies, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything beyond them? Like, is it just dark and just the fireflies fluttering around?
That's the thing, is that the fireflies, they're beautiful, but they're chaotic. They make it hard to make sense of things.
Okay. I think that she'll try to like move forward and like navigate. Like, are they like trying? Are they an obstacle? Like, is she running into them if she moves forward and they're just kind of flying in her face? Or does it kind of clear as she moves?
I think as you start moving, each time you get closer to fireflies, they get curious about you. And so they start excitedly buzzing in front of your face. And it's cute,
but it's like
until 30 of them are doing it, 40 of them are doing it. And it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I think at some point when they're just kind of all up in her face, she'll start to like kind of swat them away. And then she will try to reach out with her magic, and she will end up forming 4 globes of fireflies into dancing lights.
Oh, okay. Kaeya, you cast these dancing lights to draw them to the flame. Will you go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me?
Yes.
16, these dancing lights flare out and these fireflies move out of the way, drawn to the flame. And just like that, there is a gap in their forming masses, a path for you to walk.
I will move through. Do I see anything at the end of it?
Yes, but we will visit that in a moment.
Okay.
Bayou. You are in the eye of a storm.
Bayou doesn't dream very often, and when it does, they consider the dreams to be particularly profound. At this point, this is one of the few times they've ever been like lucid during a dream. And so when you say that this is like a maelstrom of like emotions and things like that, are these visible emotions, or can I just sense that that's what it is? That when I grow closer to, since I'm in the eye, when I grow closer to like the outside, the wall, I feel
I'm gonna
something.
Uno reverse you. Will you tell me how those manifest visually for Bayou?
So they do manifest visually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they manifest in like, I think that they manifest in like memories of what could have been, like these sort of alternate, the same way that I think it's the same sensation that you get when you're practicing conversation in the shower. Like you practice comebacks and conversations, and like, if I could have gone back and had this conversation, I'd have said this. And not everybody, but for the most part, most people see or hear it very vividly, like this sense, and they get like that sense of either relief or like emotional closure for being like, oh, damn, I'm funny. If I'd said that, everybody'd know how funny I am.
Everyone would think I was so cool. Yeah.
Man, I'm so cool. I think it's that same sensation and that same like, that same visual, but like blown up more. A sort of like, almost like the Wizard of Oz. Did you see the first Wizard of Oz?
The first Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. As opposed to the rest of the Wizard of Oz. Like,
oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay. And you know, she's in the tornado. Mm-hmm. And she can see like the woman on the bicycle.
Yeah.
Elmira Gulch become like the Wicked Witch of the West. And she also sees like these sort of things like I am looking for her and things like that, like these sort of like hallucinatory things brought on by head trauma. It's like that. It's like these sort of like winds forming into like people and stuff. Actually, I would go so far as to say it's like similar to a tornado, to where like it's an actual tornado with like branches and stuff, and the branches and leaves and stuff form into like humanoid figures that like act out these scenarios.
Okay. And so this is what Bayou is facing, but you are not in it. The storm is keeping a wide berth. Will you tell me how Bayou reacts to being in this eye of the storm?
Bayou's never Bayou has only experienced lucid dreaming like maybe once or twice. They don't typically dream. They don't sleep a lot. When they do sleep, it's usually like such a heavy thing of exhaustion. They're out and then they're awake like 4 hours later. So I think that they sit and wait and sort of just like watch it play out.
All right, roll a perception check for me.
I got a character sheet. Come on, click my perceptions. All right.
Whoa, nat 20. Look at that.
Woo-woo.
I did it. I got a 24.
A natural 20.
In the dreaming.
Bayou, you sit down and you face forward, looking at the storm, watching it. There is a long while, 20 minutes, 2 hours, you don't know. Eventually, this star-filled form takes 2 steps out of the storm. A silhouette filled with constellations, your size, your frame, your jacket, takes 3 steps forward and sits down, mirroring you.
Well, that's fucked up. Bayou, I think in dreams is much braver than Bayou in real life, and like holds up the hand. I think dream logic is enough here that they would hold up a hand to see if it's a mirror.
Yep. There is like a second pause, but they hold their hand up, but then they extend their hand out to you.
Well, it's a dream. And they put their hand on top.
They grasp your hand in theirs, and then they go to stand up to lead you somewhere.
Fuck it, it's a dream.
All right. Bayou, you walk into the storm with this figure. But the storm makes way for this figure.
Oh, okay.
And you feel their grip in their hand. And as you keep walking, you can feel it fading, slipping through your fingers until you are holding nothing. And your feet are walking down a marble hallway. Kent, Kaeya, Bayou, you all can see each other down these long bespoke hallways with marble pillars stretching up into the sky beyond you. Nothing corporeal except for this floor, you, and this basin in the center of the room where all the hallways meet.
We can see each other.
Mm-hmm.
They start walking towards the basin because I imagine that's where the hallways interconnect, right?
Yep.
Are we dreaming?
What?
Are we dreaming?
I'm dreaming. Why are you asking if you... Are we having a shared dream? Is that what you're asking? Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
What is that? That's not real. That's a weird thing for Dream Kaeya to say. I don't like it.
So after the words, that's a weird thing for Dream Kaeya to say, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me, Kent.
I thought you were going to say all of us. I'm like, no, I'm so tired. I think Bayou would look around and be like, 1, 2. If this is a shared dream, where's OHMO?
16.
Okay. Yeah. You know that somewhere you managed to stay in the, I will let you choose. Okay. The dream world is still here. It is still within your grasp. Through your slumber, your sleeping form has just felt a large amount of pain in your shoulder, a piercing amount of pain, some might say.
Oh, no.
That's weird.
Fortsworth.
Fortsworth revenge.
I think Kent's gonna act like if it's in. He's gonna move his arm and slap his hand and kill Fortsworth immediately, without even thinking about it. Just like kind of reaction, like.
I'll see if Fortsworth can get out of the way. Yeah. No, Fortsworth doesn't get out of the way. Fortsworth got a 3. All right, just completely asleep. Can't fucking just slaughters Fortsworth.
Wow.
He
struck first. I struck last.
Is this your king?
Is this your king?
Is this your king, chat?
I'm picturing the scene from Spider-Verse, right? Where it's like so dramatic for us to watch, but he's just like.
Wow, chat. You wanted me to give him inspiration. You wanted that.
Fortsworth, I'm so sad.
No. Incredible.
He had a chance. He could have avoided it.
And so, Kaeya, you watch Kent's form flicker and almost disapparate for a moment, but then Kent's form stays there. You're counting Bayou, and you're starting to count as you're walking down this hallway. You're getting closer to the basin. This basin has 11 pedestals in front of it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I do have to take notes. Surrounded by 11 pedestals. How high are they? About waist height?
About waist high. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anything on them?
Do you approach?
Yeah, I guess it's a dream.
All right. All 3 of you approach each pedestal. And there's one like at the end of each of your bespoke hallways.
Is there a 4th hallway and a 4th pedestal?
There are 11 hallways and 11 pedestals.
Yeah, dreams are the only place you can't get hurt. So I'm going to go up to that basin.
All right. You approach the basin. It is a swirling amount of chaos. By you recognize the storm distilled in this basin.
There's hooch in this basin. Sorry.
No booze. No basin booze. That is my guarantee from this podcast. And Twitch show. I almost a TV show. I almost made it worse. And this pedestal in front of you, I will now ask each of the 3 of you, will you each describe the gem? Remember, this is not an earth gem. This is an ephemeral gem stone. So you can be as wily as you'd like. The gem that is at the end of your PC's hallway. It's embedded in the pedestal.
Is there a limitation to how big it can be?
It's probably going to be no bigger than this makeup palette.
Okay.
This is the gemstone size.
Wow. That's a pretty big stone though.
It's a huge stone.
Is it like a shard?
It's hard for you to tell because it's actually inlaid into it, like something you could press your palm on the pedestal.
Wow, that's the worst thing I've ever. Oh, so it's like a button.
Some would say.
I think
Katie Mae, would you say?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm only interested in what one person would say. One specific person.
I think
You're the devil.
Kent is like, you go to, it's a violent orange and red around the outside. And in the very tiny center is a little bit of blue. Like somehow the light refracts in such a way, but I'm going to hover my hand over my gemstone.
Okay, we'll revisit that in a moment. Kaeya, what's your gemstone look like?
Kaya's looks almost exactly like the Millennium Silver Crystal from Sailor Moon. It is like perfectly round, but faceted. And I think it has a sort of very pale pink hue.
Ooh, like almost a rose quartz.
It's like, more like transparent than a rose.
Ooh, okay. That's so pretty. Okay, thank you. Bayou. You're muted. Incredible work.
I'm sorry. Then you probably hear me click clacking on my keyboard. Sorry. Apologies to everybody. Bayou's, I think Bayou's is a pyramid shape, and it is just straight Vanta black with an eye carved in each side.
Mm.
Kent, you reach down. Do you touch this stone that's on this pedestal?
Yeah, I think there's something about it that feels instinctual to do it almost.
Cool. You reach your hand out, you touch it. Kent, you wake up. Bayou and Kaeya, you watch Kent disappear as he places his hand.
Oh, we die if we touch these. Okay.
They said we couldn't die in dreams.
Well, no, but maybe the dream's over, so it's like fake die. You know what I mean?
Oh, what's on my hand? Oh, gross. Now I gotta go wash it.
Oh, no.
Fortsworth's tiny
Fun
swords.
fact,
You think they're
check out my latest tweet if you want to hear more about that.
No. You didn't even tag me in it. You subtweeted me about it, you jerk.
Did I? No, I made that tweet like hours ago when I was half asleep from my microphone.
Oh, okay. I was ready for the salt, TK.
No, I'm sorry.
Kaeya and Bayou, what are you up to?
Oh, I'm going to touch the gem.
All right.
Purely curious. I'm not going to press down.
Right.
I'm just going to poke it.
Kaeya, you press your hand down on the gem. You wake up. Bayou, you are alone in this massive construct.
What about Omo?
Omo never made it here.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Can I reach the other hallways from where I am?
Yeah.
Can I look at the other gems?
Yes.
Can I make a check to remember the gems?
You may.
Okay. I think I'd be okay remembering Kent and Kaeya's, since I literally just saw them touch them.
Yeah.
But what would you like me to roll to remember the
An investigation
gems?
check for me.
Investigation. Cool. I'm ready to fail.
I don't know. You did well last time.
Hear me out.
Yeah, you step out from your pedestal to begin trying to investigate the other pedestals, and as you start looking, you see the swirling mass in this basin begin to spill over the edges and spill out onto this floor as it dissolves the basin itself. And this is those emotions, but intensified. This is feeling an emotion without being able to see your way through it, right? It's being
I'd like to run from my feelings, please.
Hell yeah, you start running from your feelings. But the storm is approaching. You can either run back into the storm that led you here in the first place or succumb to the basin's contents. Which would you like to do?
So I can't touch my gem or anything.
Do you run over to your gem for help?
For help?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Is for help an option? Well, just because I saw people teleport when they touched their gems.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, am I close to another gem?
Yes.
I want to see what happens if I touch somebody else's gem. I am running from my feelings, but I'm also like a little curious.
Yeah. Okay. You reach your hand out and you touch the other gem. Go ahead and take.
Oh, all right.
It's only one. Go ahead and take 1 point of. It's not piercing, but basically fire damage.
Oh, fire.
Pretty much, yeah, psychic damage as wherever your hand contacts this gem that is not yours, sears into your palm.
We learned something today. If you can't be a good example, you can still be a bad one.
That's
Bayou
true.
throughout the whole series. Those are the only characters I play. Bad examples. All right. No.
And it is at that point that the mana, that the spilled over storm reaches your feet. And the second your feet contact it, you wake up. The first sound you hear is the sounds of OHMO rolling back and forth and like muffled, like yelling as he is trapped in some sort of dream and unable to wake himself up.
I want to carefully nudge him with my feet. But not like hard kick, just like the same way you would to a younger sibling.
Yeah. So you go ahead and you nudge OHMO with your feet. OHMO, you were trapped
ding dong.
for eons, choked by this storm. And the next thing you know, Bayou is waking you up.
I think if he wakes up, he'd be gasping, right? Because he was being choked. So, oh man, it was like a night terror or something. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I couldn't see anything. Oh, thanks.
Cool. I think do I remember anything about the dream?
You remember all of it?
Nice. I think we had like a fucking astral projection shit or something going on. Did you get to see any gems or like a fountain or like some hallways?
Oh man, if conspiracies are almost like number one, like paranormal, like astral projections, like that's his number two.
I wanna take the rock we were drawing with and draw while I still remember Kaeya and Kent's gems. And if I remember at all the gem that I touched, I want to do that one too.
Yeah, you go ahead and you start drawing them out on the roof of Morning Joe's as the sun begins to rise.
What's the fourth gem?
What fourth gem? There were 11 gems. Oh, the one you touched.
Yeah.
Hard to remember.
Okay, so I don't remember that one. So I'll question mark. I'll draw a diagram as best as I remember of like that big room. Because whatever was going on with the storms and shit, that's my own fucking personal business. But when it became shared with the hallways and I draw like 11 pedestals and then I draw, were our gems together or were they arranged in a certain?
They were, you can see no patterns as to where your pedestals were placed as to the other pedestals.
Yeah. So that even like further cements that those are other people's gems besides ours that may have also had a shared dream with us and might have just been caught in the storm. And I relay that to OHMO. Like, I don't understand what all this means or anything with gemstones and things like that, but this is what this looked like. And I put it like all on the thing to show him like what happened.
How do you know that was actually them though? And you just didn't dream it?
Well, then it's a cool dream and it doesn't mean anything. But we're going to see him what time is it now?
4:37.
We're going to see him today anyway, so we could always just ask.
OHMO is like, a part of him wants it to be true, but a part of him doesn't because he's not included in this.
Yeah.
Like he He just had a dream where he almost like choked to death. Like that's lame.
All I know is that if we three were in it, that means you have to be in it because you got fucking Lucky Charm magic powers and you can catch tennis balls and shit. And you've got like magic shit. So you were supposed to be there, but you weren't there for some reason, which means that there are, it's like counting around 7 other people who were also supposed to be there, which means one of these gems is yours and the other 7 is somebody else's. But that can't all be in Jenkins.
He like starts writing down these numbers like on his cast, like at the bottom. He's just like, this is important.
How many people are in our senior class? Player asking the DM.
Yeah. Actively?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you a quick number.
Deceased,
Okay.
actually. Can you give me that number first?
I'm asking because Bayou's dropped out, right? So
Yeah.
there's
So,
and
well, then-
some people were held back,
Yeah,
right?
Ronald McDonald. Yeah. How many 18-year-olds? I would just want to know if it is connected, can I make a roll to find the connection?
what do you think that would be, TK Johnson?
What do I think that would be? Probably a wisdom check, but I
Roll
don't
it.
have anything in wisdom, so
Bayou's counting.
that's incredibly rude for me.
If you would like OHMO to assist you in any way, you can tell me. But you're counting OHMO, Kaeya, Kent, Bradley, Sonny Young, Chase Becker, Tessa Bloom, Leroy Russo. That's 8. Those are people who are graduating this year.
Okay. Holly's our age. Maybe it's not connected, but I do want to just roll a straight wisdom.
Go for it.
Who was the guy who was guarding the stuff at Valiant High? What was his name? Oh, that's
A
Ron,
19.
right.
19.
How could I forget Ronald MacArthur? Sorry, Ronald
I
McDonald.
hate you.
Mac-
No,
McDonald.
it was Ronald something.
McNamara.
MacArthur, right?
It is
OHMO.
MacArthur.
Kaeya,
Ronald MacArthur.
Kent, Bradley, Sonny, Chase, Tessa, Leroy, Holly, Bayou, Henry.
Henry McRonald.
Henry.
Henry
I
That's
call
what it
him
is.
Ronald.
You were there. You had the right
Henry.
piece. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that when I'm starting to like write names out next to the pedestals that I remember them being by, I'm just like, and then I put OHMO off to the side and I'm like, and then I just start like writing names around it like a clock. And Bayou like slowly looks up at OHMO. Do you think?
Omo says, do you think at the same time? Because he's written down 11, but he's also connected it to 10 vials plus question mark. So he's like, do you think? And like they both are on opposite spectrums of like,
Yeah, very opposite.
like they came up with totally different things. Yeah. So I think they just compare notes and he's just like, man. And he's putting on like his Morning Joe apron because he has to start getting ready, the donuts
that's
ready
right.
and stuff like that.
As you put the apron on, you hear the phone ringing downstairs.
Come on, man.
And your
crap.
pager begins to rumble, whatever the frick a pager does at the same time.
Blink 182, baby.
It could vibrate. Like
It could vibrate.
I don't know what pagers do.
Well, they're also known as beepers.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I knew that much.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the Kim Possible theme song.
If you let the call go to voicemail, it will just ring again.
Voicemail?
On the pager? The pager's just a
No.
number. Oh.
No, the phone downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'll try to get the phone downstairs.
Yeah, you head downstairs and you hear,
Going through the drive-in.
"OHMO, is that you, sweetie?
Do I recognize the voice? Like who would
It's
call
your
me?
mom."
Oh, okay. Hey, for a second, he was hoping it was going to be like Kaeya or.
It's the CIA. You're in.
Funny, Mom.
Dwight
Funny. Is there his mom just clowns on him in conspiracy theories?
Honey,
Hey,
is
what's
that
going on?
you?
Yeah. What's going on, Mom?
What do you mean? What's going on, honey? You didn't come home last night.
Oh, I got really deep into investigation, Ma.
Could you imagine when I go to do my sun salutation, when I go to say good morning to the sun, I find a car missing and you not in bed?
Yeah, I'm okay. I had to get to work early. I was out a little bit late. I just crashed in the donut.
And you didn't think to tell me?
I didn't want to wake you up. You were sleeping, and he's like pulling out trays and getting ready for the deliveries, the donuts or whatever.
Well, honey, I was hoping that you would be home for breakfast.
I mean, I can get breakfast here. I mean, it's fine. I don't really. I feel real bad. I'm sorry, Ma. I'm really sorry. I should have called. I should have done something.
I appreciate your apology, honey. It's just that Dr. Lamb was here to see you this morning and talk to you a bit about your future.
Ooh, I can't believe I missed Dr. Lamb. Oh, so sorry. He's stuffing like a glazed donut in his mouth. Oh, I guess we have to. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, he's probably really insulted that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course you can speak to him. Omo, hold on.
No. I don't know. I don't want.
Omo, that you?
Dr. Lamb. Hey, sorry I missed you today. I'm just really swamped at work right now. I so much to do.
I understand. That's understandable. I just wanted to drop by, young man, and talk to you a bit about your life. You're 3 weeks away from graduation, and I want to know what Brightwood Grove can do to help you succeed. So if breakfast doesn't work for you, that's fine. Your mother and I will make scrambled tofu on our own. I just want to know when the best time to connect with you about this is.
Ooh, I got a lot of things in the air right now. Can we just put a pin in this, and then, I'll contact you. That would be great. He's like slamming things.
Of course,
to like
we'll do. And hey, could you do me a favor and just if any of your friends asks, Holly's sick today, so she's going to be home.
Oh yeah. Fine, no problem. Can't imagine anyone asking. Thank you for calling. So good. I gotta go. We have a donut emergency going on here.
Sounds good. You're just like,
fucking laughing at me right now, Dr. Lamb? Go into the other fucking room. Go into the other room, Dr. Lamb.
You think I'm your fucking mom? You're going to tell me you have a donut emergency?
I swear to fucking God, Dr. Lamb. I'm going to beat you up with my shoe when I get home, okay?
I'm going to be your dad one day.
Oh, are you kidding? Are you joking right now? Is that what this is?
We're going to go to break.
God, we'll be right back. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Roll initiative. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Generation Fantasy, a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that brings Jenkins, Nebraska to Dungeons and Dragons. Or are we bringing Dungeons and Dragons to Jenkins, Nebraska?
I think it's the other way.
Which direction is it?
I think it's the other way.
I'm panicking. Welcome back from break. We just left. We had just left. You had hung up on Alvin Lamb as you faked a donut emergency. And as you hang up, you're shoving a donut into your mouth. Omo, your pocket buzzes. It's your pager again. But this time, the special ringtone is going.
What was the number
sound?
What was the number on the first pager? On the first page?
That was your mom trying to contact you.
Oh.
She was calling like 3 places at once. But
don't forget to take your vitamins.
What is the special sound that plays for whenever Omo gets to alert Omo that there is an update on Frame 352's website?
Ooh. What is I think it's a MIDI version of I Want to Be Sedated by the Ramones, because he replaces sedated with updated. I want to be updated.
Nice.
That's beautiful. So, do you have that view to look at the website?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Go ahead and pull that open. You will see that there is a breaking news bulletin, and I assume OHMO goes and looks at like the work computer at something like the shitty computer in the back of Morning Joe's, like you're like hitting it on the side.
So much dust and it's sticky and
Yeah. There's like donut glaze on it. But you see that there is a new breaking news bulletin on frame 352 called "New Terror Springs into Sleepy Town."
Ooh.
With associated investigators Cathar and
What?
Click. Let's
How do I click
bring
it?
this up.
Yep. You can press the little open button. It'll open up.
Oh, that button.
This is so cool.
This is very cool.
Look at how
If you want to
high-tech
look
we
at
are
it,
on
you could go to
screen.
generationfantasy.com.
Yeah, go
This
to
is so cool.
generationfantasy.com.
Thank you, Cathara. Thank you, Molly. Look at this. Oh, yeah.
All right. So will you go ahead and read out loud to
Wait,
the
someone
audience?
actually wrote this? Like, did
these
you write
were-
this or?
This is a frame 352 update from the citizens
But wait,
of
did
Jenkins,
you write
Nebraska.
it? Did you Katie Mae write this, or did someone else write this?
This was taken and developed from rumors that had been heard from around town by our sweet viewers.
Every week I collect rumors from the community, and this is the first of our breaking news updates using those rumors.
Oh, gotcha. So, like on our Discord, where there's
Yes.
that rumor section,
Correct.
this was made from that.
Yep.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Do you
really
go
cool.
on our Discord, Carlos?
I do. All the time. But also, this is a good way to teach the people watching how
Yeah.
Speaking of our Discord, if you want to hang out with us, maybe on Thursday, we're going to watch. Is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
You don't have to act like you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's just so insulting.
We're
That's
gonna
like-
no. Is that like what we decided on because you're punishing me because I haven't seen it? We're watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
not
in Discord,
punishing.
and you're invited.
It's not-
Come watch it with us.
The question is
that's on
which
Thursday
one? That's the real-
at like 6 p.m. CST, I think maybe.
Are we gonna watch the one with Vanilla Ice? Or are we watching?
We'll
the one-
decide
it's-
that.
it's
We'll decide that
prequel?
later.
Like,
No, the second one. It's the
so-
first one.
We should
I-
watch the second one.
no,
Go
the second
ahead.
one's better.
And look at that. And let's
let me read it.
Look at this new terror springs into Sleepy Town. Here we go.
New Springy has been reported slipping beneath the moonlit streets of Jenkins via its labyrinth of sewers and hidden tunnels. Frame 352 knows that the tunnels beneath Jenkins are no mere figment, and now so does New Springy. Is this related to the misleading headstones in white ash? Our investigators seem to think so, just days after rumors erupted that an angelic statue was seen up and about. 11 statues have vanished from the only cemetery in town. Coincidence? Whoa. 11 statues?
So what's Omo's reaction as he's reading this?
Oh man, he looks at his cast and he's like, 11 statues, 11 pedestals. Gets a little bit angry that like it wasn't like closer to his vial theory that he had, but he writes it on the other side like, and then he gets the broom and he starts hitting the ceiling to get Bayou down.
Yeah, Bayou sort of standing on the ceiling watching the sunrise. It's very pretty, and then you hear a thunk, 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 thunk as like the broom hits the ceiling.
You're muted.
You're muted, my king. Still there.
I was screaming fuck into the microphone while I was muted
good.
because I was updating our conspiracy board. And I kept hitting enter when I didn't mean to. Anyway, hello, yes, it's me. I guess I hear a broom below me and I'm just like, all right. I do like transfer things in Bayou's pack from the moldy pack to the other pack and then bring it down. I just leave the empty moldy pack up there. It's disgusting.
That sounds right to me.
As Bayou comes down, I am like I step out of the chair or wherever. Yeah, the chair. It would be like a back desk where he does the bills. Not OHMO, but the owner, Joe, or whoever. And he gestures like, have a seat. Look at this, and points the screen.
Is this your X-Files website?
No, it's the news. It's the news, Bayou. It's the news.
How come it doesn't say news at the top?
What do you mean?
This is a
It doesn't say news at the top of
all right.
news stations.
Okay. Bayou looks through it and is like, first of all, I don't know these people. Second of all,
are you kidding
11
me?
Statues?
You don't know these people?
No, come on. You know I work all the time. It doesn't matter. 11 statues missing just like last night?
11 statues missing. I don't know. Last night, did you see 11 pedestals? And he points to like tiny font right next to the huge font of Brett's name, like on his cast.
Yeah, we're just having to like fit all the relevant information inside of like the loopies inside of the letters and stuff. All right, let's say that this blog is tuned in or whatever. That's weird that it's like from the cemetery. That's just so much stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but like, who knows if it's so much stuff, because apparently it could exist in the dream world. He's taking like donuts and like putting them on the shelf. Like, he's still doing a good job.
Yeah. He's like hardcore working and Bayou's kind of like standing there, like just like observing. It's like, okay, so we're missing statues from the cemetery, but what does that have to do with like pedestals and gems and students? Where did those statues go? They didn't just get up and walk away. So who took them?
We cut now to Kent Vanderbilt. Can you just like, I imagine that a song starts playing to wake Kent up, right? Like, tell me what Kent's like the morning routine. Walk me through.
Bruno Mars song.
It's actually, if you go to the Spotify playlist, Kent's Pump Up Mix, those first two tracks play back to back. It's
beautiful.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Gotta Get Up and Mr. Clean.
Gotta Get Up by Harry Nilsson, and then
drop the link and I'll put it on the screen.
There you go. Yeah.
Where did you drop
perfect. I'm dropping it in Zoom chat. There it is, right there for you.
Okay.
All right, so Gotta Get Up and then Mr. Clean.
Gotta Get Up by Harry Nilsson, which a lot of you might know is from, what's it called? What was that show? Russian Doll. That's the song that plays every time.
Gotta get up.
Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
He's the guy who did put the lime in the coconut. He's the same dude. Sorry. I wanted to Misha and I did a whole binge on this guy. Anyways. But that plays, and then Mr. Clean plays. Like, that's the one he gets up out of bed to. And then when that plays, Mr. Clean's like, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going around, I'm getting everything started. Bum, 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 bum. You know, he's having a good time. It's
You've got a
great.
spider bite in your arm, but you feeling good this morning?
I think I'm feeling pretty good. But like, I snuck out, man. I did something illegal, or maybe not illegal, but something that my parents would not have approved of. And yeah, I'm magic. Like, I'm getting a better sense of control. But Kent's feeling good. It's going to be a good day. I mean, my arm's a little sore, but it'll be fine. I'll put some Benadryl on it or something. I'll make it work.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you're getting ready, and then I can only assume that the Vanderbilt house has an intercom system. There's something in my heart tells me that is true.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's because it's old enough. It's from like the time in the like 60s and 50s where that was the cutting edge technology. So it has an old one that's been like updated that they still use.
Okay. So yeah, there's a voice through the speakers, and it is your mother. Are you here? Good morning, sweetie. The doctor's here. Do you mind coming down?
Not at all, Mom. I'll be right there.
All right. So
Head right down.
All right. So you head on down and you see that, at the same kitchen island that you were before, your mom seems to be entertaining the doctor. You see that she's like poured him some orange juice and they seem to be both chatting. Dr. Ethan Magsis is sitting at the island. He is a small older man who is deeply, deeply terrified by your parents. And is one of he is one of the only doctors in town, and the only person who he does on call is for the Vanderbilt family. So you see Dr. Ethan Magsis, right? You're a pediatrician.
Right. Dr. Magsis, it's good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, kid. Your mom's telling me that I got to be worried about you.
Oh, I don't think so. Everything's. I got bit by a spider, but nothing too bad.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Sit on the couch, kid. Sit on the couch. All right. Let's get to looking. I'm hearing you've been in some places you might not be supposed to be.
Yes. There is a lingering concern about radiation poisoning, but I think it should be fine now, right? It's been over 24 hours.
You the doctor?
Not yet, Dr. Magsis.
All right. Okay. You telling me that you're going to head off to medical school? Not yet.
I mean, I Dr. Magsis, I could get a PhD. I could be a doctor in anything. Let's not limit myself.
Smart thinking, kid. Smart thinking.
Once I get into Stanford, so many opportunities. I'm going to Stanford in the fall. I think I told you.
Oh yes, I actually got the letter that you all sent out. Up on the
good. I was hoping. I
love seeing the kids that I look after succeed.
Thanks, Dr. Maxis. I couldn't be here without you.
And this whole time, he's like touching your, this is the medical stuff. He's looking at you, and then I'll kind of look back up at your mom, and then I'll look back at you, and he kind of looks at you. He takes a step back. He says, "Listen. Your mother was telling me that you were experiencing some fainting spells, some dizziness and some fatigue yesterday. Is that correct?"
It was the day before. Yes.
Yes. So, kiddo, I am worried. That is a symptom of ARS, acute radiation syndrome, and I am worried about you. So,
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna start you off with some preliminary prescriptions, just to sort of some meds, just to make sure that nothing terrible is happening, and just to make sure that, this doesn't sneak up on you right before you're supposed to graduate.
That's smart. I'm concerned. Will there be any steroids? I know the water polo team tests for dosing, and I just want to be mindful of what the regiment's going to be in case I need to get a note from you before meeting the coach.
I'll write you any notes that you need me to, but no, nothing that should impact your time on the swim team.
Water polo team.
We have a water polo team?
No. I'm going to walk on at Stanford. I'm going to Stanford in the fall. So I'm going to walk on.
I understand. Oh no, shouldn't take that long at all. No, this is just for a little bit to make sure that, and no bleeding around the gums, nothing sort of like none of that. No. Everything seems to be fine.
Just the fainting spell made me feel bad. Otherwise, okay.
That is a symptom of radiation sickness. So I do want to take this seriously, Ken.
Oh, of course. And I appreciate it. So come on, dose me up. Let me get out of here.
We're lucky that your mom took this as seriously as she did, or else we wouldn't have maybe looked at you sooner. And now your mom's gotten the town to sort of re-up security at Valiant High, make sure no one else is making the same mistakes that you did. So hopefully you were the first and last to encounter this sort of danger. You hear me, kid?
Yes, I promise you, Dr. Maxis, I will not be going there anytime soon by myself.
Or with others.
Yeah, sure.
And you hear, what was that, Ken? As your mom speaks up from the kitchen.
I said, yeah, sure, to what Dr. Maxis said.
Kent, you will not go back to that high school. Do you understand me?
Why would I need to go back? There's nothing there of interest.
I will not go back to that high school.
Why do I need to say those words?
I want you to say that to me.
I will not go back to that high school.
Thank you. Do you need to roll a deception check?
I muttered something under my breath. So I think I do. I think I really do. I said I will not go to that high school. You didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 12. 12.
God, but you.
Someone could give me their man. Someone give me their inspiration. No,
rough, buddy.
12 or a 15. Honestly, the 18,
inspiration cost like 100,000 points.
That was the most
untrue.
expensive inspiration.
For both of us, it had to be a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. I probably dumped a lot in there as well.
The room grows smaller.
Oh shit.
Kent Vanderbilt. Do you think your health is a game?
No, of course not, Mom.
Are you deciding to hit your rebellious streak 3 weeks before graduation?
Bradley MacArthur is throwing a party there later for his birthday, and I want.
No, he won't be. I've personally seen to it that I have hired a private security service to stand outside of that abandoned high school just so I can make sure that you and your friends don't trapeze in there to get further radiation poisoning, which Kent Vanderbilt, an 18-year-old, should understand is something that they should not be willingly trying to obtain.
Of course. And yeah.
Do you know how much money that is? $3,000 a day, gone out of my pocket because I can't trust you. Listen, I am trying not to let my frustration with the way that you have been acting get in the way of your health. I am glad Dr. Magsis is here to take care of you, and I am glad that we are taking this seriously, but I cannot let my disappointment be understated. You are an adult now, and you need to act like it. I will not go back to that high school.
I will not go back to that high school.
Thank you. I'm late for a meeting. Your mother strolls out.
Ken's going to do that really awkward thing because now it's just him and Dr. Maxis. So, Dr. Maxis, you play golf still?
Yeah, you want to get out on the course next week?
I don't really. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to.
We'll get it on the books for next week. God, you want a lollipop? I used to give you one all the time.
Can you give me like 4?
Yeah, take 4. Give some to your friends. He just hands you like a handful and it's like, all right, I'll get that prescription done. I'm going to head out. Got an x-ray to do. You good? Great. All right. It just fucking disappeared.
Ken puts all 4 in his mouth and silently cries as he finishes getting ready for the morning.
Oh,
Sorry, Masood.
It's okay.
Yummy.
sweet birthday, baby.
Yeah. Gotta get up.
All right, Kaeya, what's your morning look like? I assume it's more peaceful.
I assume it's more peaceful in general. Is Dad still there when I wake up, or has he already left for work?
Yeah, he's actually left for work this morning. And
he has to drop me off. Are we going to school today? Is this a school day?
Yeah, this is a school day. It's Tuesday.
He would have to drop me off because I can't drive yet.
Oh yeah, you can't drive yet. I keep thinking you can drive, you can't. He's actually asked you to wake up a bit early so that he can hit an early meeting. So you're going to get to the school about 20 minutes earlier than you usually do.
All right. We do our usual routine. I'm very groggy because I like to sleep. And our usual routine is to swing by Morning Joe's through the makeshift drive-through and get our breakfast sandwiches.
So yeah, you see Kent and OHMO and Bayou. You are in the middle of this frame 352 conversation when you see Mr. Radini and Kaeya at the drive-through window looking for their morning digs.
Kaeya, my dad is there ordering, and like Kaeya's in the back and just like, you guys okay? She's just kind of miming like, hey.
Yeah, OHMO would be I think OHMO's running like register and like getting everything going for the day. I also think he like pre-fills up a lot of this coffee because it's the same regulars all the time. So he just has like a line of cups and then also like their morning donut like right in front of it. And he's just like, yeah, fine. And I think he keeps mouthing 352. 352.
Okay. I don't know. Does Kaeya even know of that site? I don't know that Kaeya would. Or is it like well known for everybody? Katie Mae?
Frame 352?
Yeah. Does everybody kind of know about it? Or is it just
if U-Town, like people know about it and bad boys know about it. And 12-year-old conspiracy theorists who spent their majority of the upbringing either outside or on the internet know about it.
Can I roll a check to see if Kaeya knows about it?
For sure.
Did a little bit of digging, but would that be history or what would that be?
God, I wish that there was like a knowing things check. Yeah, history check would be fine because it's the history of the city.
I'm also writing it on a napkin that I'm putting inside their donut bag. I'm writing 352 Katara. Is that how you pronounce it? Katara and
okay.
Molly. So that's all I'm putting in there. 352 Katara.
Yeah.
Molly.
Okay.
And just put it inside the bag.
All right.
Or whatever 352's website is. Like,
yeah, this is frame 352
.com?
.net. .net. Excuse me. .gov. So
let's be real. It's a .biz.
.biz.
It's a .biz.
And
.io.
.io.
All right, and you hand that donut off. That you make the pass.
All right, yeah. Kaeya her dad will hand her the bag to sort through everything while he drives off, and she'll pull everything out and see the note and still be like, with a 12, do I know what that is?
I think there was like one time when you and OHMO were like chemistry partners sophomore year, and OHMO tried to tell you about it, and you were like, anyways. So you know what it is, but you don't spend your time there.
I'll kind of ball it up and just keep it on me, and hand my dad his sandwich when he drops me off.
All right. Cool.
Have a good day at work.
Yeah. Hey, do your best, kiddo.
Always.
All right. See you later. And he drives off, and you are here early for school. And you see that in the parking lot is pretty active as of this morning. But Kaeya, you can see you're kind of one of the earlier ones here. You can see that Leroy and Tessa are setting up some sort of table right outside the entrance. And they're talking animatedly between each other. These are like the high school sweethearts. They've been dating. They're in your grade. They've been dating for about 2 years now. Very popular.
Do they live next to one another? Are they like? Yeah. Oh yeah, they're that couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kaeya will probably walk past them and try not to draw attention from them because I doubt that she.
Kaeya. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Morning. Hi. You guys are here early.
Of course we are. Come here.
Why?
And Tessa kind of like waves you over.
Okay. And she goes over hesitantly.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's with the table?
Well, Leroy and I are starting our official campaign for prom king and queen. And so we spent all this time making crowns out of little corn husks because I love being gross and corny. And we're giving them out to everyone. So do you want one? And can we have your vote?
Sure. Why not? Free crown.
And so Tessa hands you a crown made out of little corn husks.
She's not going to fucking vote for them. She will put on the crown.
Okay, that's, you know what? Fair. And so, yeah, so they give you a crown from their little setup corn husk table. And you head on, and do you head to like the school library or something? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, sure. To kill the time until classes actually start.
That makes sense. All right, cool. Kent, What does arriving at school look like for you?
It's terrible. I have to pull up an OHMO's car. I hate it. I think like because I have to get back. I can't take my car, and now he's gonna have to drive me back. It's gonna be fine. But Ken pulls up, blasting Enya on the way in, because it's on and it's the best part of the ride. Then goes to pull into a spot, be like, oh, I don't want people thinking. No, I'll park in another spot. And I pull over.
Okay.
And then I'll walk over to Morning Joe's and I'll just like, because I imagine what's it called? OHMO and Bayou are still there, or
yeah, you can see that they're in there.
Yeah,
they're both working, which is not something that they usually do, but they both seem to. It also seems to be somewhat busier here.
I come in. What up, dorks? OHMO, the keys.
He grabs the keys. And he like immediately puts down whatever he's doing. And he's like, have you seen 352 this morning?
I'm sorry, what?
352? He's going to be so upset if Ken pretends not to know this site.
Just from being childhood friends with OHMO, you know what this website is. Whether or not you pretend to not know is up to you.
Oh. Is that thing still going? I haven't looked at it since I stopped using Safari and switched over to Chrome, you know?
News doesn't stop, Kent. And he's like putting, taking off his apron, like throwing it behind the counter. He's like, come with me. It's like, Bayou, you got the front? And like,
by the way, what happened after I pressed the pedestal, like walking away to Bayou?
You died.
Oh, no, I woke up. That's fine.
Then why did you ask?
Well, never mind.
I was going to interrogate him separately so you guys couldn't mix anything. Okay, whatever. I guess I'll just get the orders then. And like,
No.
Bayou does go ahead and start because it's like getting close to when OHMO would have to go to school anyway. So this is continuing into Bayou's shift, and OHMO's shift is almost over.
OHMO was just like, so you were there. He's so upset. I mean, so upset he wasn't there. And Kent was fucking there.
I think Kent. Let me try and get an insight. Let me see if I can read it.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, he died first.
I even hate that they're like so confident that they know each other were in each other's dream and they don't even care. Like they're not even wowed by that. He's so upset. Like you guys don't appreciate anything. I don't get the powers. I don't get the cool astral projections. Like I'm so upset.
Kent does not read any of this based on that 8. I think he is that I'm getting a nod from Katie Mae. So yeah, I think Kent's just like, yeah, no, it was weird. I for real, I originally thought it was just my dream and these two were made up. But then I had this moment where Kaeya was also there. I think Bayou mentioned too, Kaeya was there. There was 11 pedestals, and then Kaeya said something. I was like, that's not something Dream Kaeya would say, because Dream Kaeya is always like, Kent, you're actually smarter than me. You know, you like actually, I've been cheating off you with some additional help. It's been a whole thing, man. Anyways, real Kaeya apparently and Bayou were all there, and I put my hand on a gem that I was like at the end of my hallway, and then I like pressed it, and then I woke up. Apparently I died. So like, but like, how did I die? Did I like my body collapse? Was my corpse?
You were torn into 1,000 pieces.
Oh,
Kaeya cried.
Oh, good. Good. I would have hoped so. I mean, I was fine, but I'm glad someone showed some emotion. Jeez.
Is there anything? So like I start showing him my cast. Like, is there anything from this list that you think is worth noting that I should put on here?
I mean, I think it's worth noting Portia, right? Like, I think like I look through it and it's like, that's still the weirdest thing to me is the fact that someone else has magic and control of it, like good control. You know what I mean? Like we didn't know at that point we could do what we could do, but I don't know. It feels weird. And I got us a line in. I think I told you guys about it. We can join the New Era's internship program. Yes, I know. Think of it like a Brightwood Grove, like undercover thing, man.
You never bring good news, do you? As Bayou is like stacking donuts on top of each other and like putting like a fried chicken thing in the middle and drizzling.
I'm picking up bags that I pre-made and pretending to puke in it and then putting them out the window.
Okay, good bits.
Here's your change.
There you go. All right, give me one of the special donuts from the leftover drawer.
Whoa.
Give you?
I mean, come on. Can I have one of those ones?
The hell
one of
do you
what
think
ones?
this is?
I'm
This
gonna
ain't
pretend
a
like I don't
soup
see
kitchen.
it.
No, okay. The good ones. The special. The everything.
Bayou like shakes the tip jar.
Of course, guys. It's not an issue. And like Kent makes a big show of it. You know I always tip well. Here's a 20. You know what? It's going to be a lot of work for both of you to split a 20. Here's 2 20s. Each of you get your own. No worries about it.
Yo, give him the donut holes.
The donut
I want
It's just like a bowl of. It's just like a bag of stale donut holes. It's
like yesterday's
here you go.
donut holes. They're not even today's.
Yeah, I'll just take it and like, here you go, dude. 352. And I fill him in on 352 about the statues missing and vanishing and blah, blah, blah.
Wait,
while he eats his donut. Like,
that's crazy.
It's super crazy.
So
it's really disgusting.
But it happened
James,
the same
don't
night.
chew on the caramel one. Get out of your braces. Yeah, it's absurd.
But it's the same night that we have the dream with the 11 pedestals and now 11 statues are missing. That.
Do you think it has something? And I like look over at Bayou. Do you think it has something to do with the vials and maybe plus one other person?
Yeah, maybe it's a person who doesn't need a vial.
Ooh. Or maybe someone who maybe it was their briefcase all along.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe the person with the briefcase already had the vial. Or maybe it's for the person who's meant to be king and is like really good at magic, like Kaeya.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I just know it when you're trying to get on. I'm like, and you know what?
I think it's Kaeya. Yeah,
it's fine. It's cool. You can't stop the kid today. All right, I'm good. I had the worst thing that could happen, and now I'm great.
Wait, what was the worst thing that could happen?
What the?
Don't worry about it. I got bit by a spider. I had a breakfast, and then I was fine.
Bayou's forgotten all about this. Oh damn, that sucks.
Or. Like almost just picks up where his line of thought was. Or do you think it has to do with, I don't know, something dumb like 11 graduating kids in our class or something like that?
But they're not 11 graduating. Oh, wait. If we have Henry, McRonald, and you even included that. And Bayou, right.
Cute, funny.
No. I'm being real. All of us who were born here, the first sort of adults who've been in Jenkins.
All of us that are turning 18. We could just say that.
No, yeah. But
also 10 vials plus 1 is also a really good theory too.
Yeah, for sure.
That we shouldn't ignore that one.
No,
because the king doesn't need the vials. Kaeya wouldn't need it. She's already so good at magic.
Right. Also, just going to put it out there, I also didn't need a vial. You didn't need a vial. We all didn't need vials. So none of us here need a vial.
Like,
I just feel
hey,
like
did Kaeya say she was going back to go get that sword now, or was Kaeya going to go later to get that sword?
I think she did. I got a text from Kaeya actually before she went to bed, and she said that she found it under her bed.
Very cool. Very funny. Very funny.
Oh, that would make sense. Especially if what you told me happened after Kent left the dream. Makes complete sense.
For sure, yeah.
It's good.
I mean, because when she touched him, she didn't die, so.
I think Ken eventually waits for them to run out and be like, it doesn't matter anyways. We're not going back to the high school. There's no way we can get in.
What?
Yes, we are.
No.
Why wouldn't we?
110%.
Maybe you're not going, but we are.
So the Vanderbilts, my parents, they found out about our excursion because Portia told them, and that we had radiation poisoning from interacting with the radiation.
Told them?
Yeah, Portia. I mean, they talked to them, Anyways, now we're at a
Bayou
place.
does not believe for a second that Kent did not tell them.
It doesn't matter who told them what, but there's now a security force guarding so we can't go back there. Anyways, we got all we needed out of there, right? So we're good. We don't need to go back there.
Wait a second. The whole high school?
Just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what my mom does. It's probably like
they
a
got
perimeter.
One guard for every window?
I don't know. They've got $3,000 worth of security per day. All right.
$3,000 worth of security per day.
They got $3,000 worth of security per day. All right.
What does Bayou know just from like hanging out with bodyguards and stuff in U-Town? Because like presumably that's where
Jenkins labor is real cheap.
It's real cheap.
3K is a lot of money if you're
a lot of money. Is it each or for the whole team?
I imagine it would be for the whole service. So either way, that's and knowing my mom, it's going to be quality. They're not just they're going to have some sort of experience in the security game.
Is there any way that Bayou, just knowing, not you, the DM. Sorry, Missy. I'm sorry I was mean to you that one time and laughed when your mom was mean to you.
I'm sorry. What?
Even though it's funny. Okay. Is there any way that Bayou, knowing bodyguards and knowing how much muscle typically costs just in U-Town, could make like an intelligence roll or something to like guess at the likely number of guards that
would Bayou take $200 a day to guard a school?
Hell yeah, I would.
All right.
But I'm not skilled labor.
So $250 for skilled, $300. That's still 10 people.
That's still 10 people for a whole high school.
Yeah, if they're making like $15 an hour, they're there for 13 hours. Let's say there was some overlap in there. An hour off. I was doing the math, sorry.
And like Bayou and OHMO are both sitting here as two people with jobs. So like, do you think they get lunch breaks, or you think?
Oh yeah,
like
do you want me to just put the money on the counter?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, actually, if you can put it in that jar,
Kent,
it's all going to go into
something?
the register.
I go over to the other side. Yes.
Can all of a glazed donut with sprinkles?
Just sprinkles. You don't want anything else? Get some coffee. I mean, start your day off right. What are you doing?
Oh my God, she is 12 years old.
Okay, good. It's good. Caffeine's good for the brain. All right.
Okay.
I get glazed donut, sprinkles, coffee.
Don't grab the donut with your damn hand.
What is it? $36.45? Is that what? Was that what?
$36.45 for
$5. I'm 12.
Oh, it's 99 cents. Oh, and then the coffee, that's probably 50. So $1.50.
Here's $1.50.
Okay, here is. I didn't know they made bills. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say like bills. They made singles. What?
Bayou does the like parent thing where they don't even look, and they like grab the coffee, move it to the side, grab a Sunny D, and slide it across the counter.
Oh,
and then just like picks up the coffee and like drinks it themselves.
Oh yay, Sunny D! Bye. I'm 12.
It's weird that they would name their kids 12. I don't get it.
So weird. Don't talk to her ever again.
And now she
Here's
is
the weird
12.
thing. She shows up everywhere we go. Like sometimes I'm just walking down the street and she shows up and yells.
Anytime I go to the theater.
Honestly, when I woke up yesterday, like when I woke up this morning, I thought I saw her watching us from the sidewalk. 100%.
She probably was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm 12 years old. You guys are sleeping.
We get it, 12. You don't have to say your middle and last name. Still super weird. Your parents are hippies. God.
Yeah, we disseminate this information for Kent because if we go on any further, this will.
All right. Information is 20 minutes before school starting. What's up?
Put my backpack on. And so Bayou will catch you after school at like when you have off between. What are you doing from like 3 to 8?
Work.
Okay, but like, is it like on the books work? Are you off the books work? Like, what's the vibe?
3 o'clock. I'll probably be at Ted's.
Okay.
You got a bulk of the afternoon shift at Ted's today.
Nice.
From about 11 a.m. onwards.
I've got to hit up rehearsal
Oh,
Is
shit.
that matter anymore, guys? Like, just I don't know. I don't know if senioritis is finally hitting me. But
Well, you'll see Holly at the rehearsal, right?
Will I? She wasn't looking too good last night. She might be sick.
Oh no! Don't they believe in like praying away sickness or something?
I don't know. Those nut jobs over in Brightwood Grove. I mean, obviously not you, Omo, but those folks, they believe in the minerals and the oils. And you know what? I'm not one to doubt it, but if it works for you.
Almost at the desk rereading 352. He's like, they're all freaking insane. He's like scrolling through. Like, they believe anything. So,
it's like if Goop was a personality. That's what I feel like the Brightwood Grove citizens are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
they're all lemmings.
Well, you at least gotta be there to figure out who dropped off the pizzas.
Oh, yeah, I got to figure that out. Pizza.
Oh, because it was on the inside.
Right.
Ooh, you know what? I'll go to rehearsal. I'll ask about it. Honestly, no one's going to be off book anyways, so I'll just tell them to go home and learn their lines. It'll be a whole thing.
Or you'll fire their parents.
Oh, I won't fire their parents, but if I can see if I can light another fire on their butts, we'll see.
What the hell?
Kent, who cares about the stupid play? Don't go. Let's solve this thing now.
Oh, but now my name's attached to it, Omo. Now, like, you know, I'm in the billing, and if it's, I don't know.
Oh, you got 10 minutes. Take your vitamins and go.
Fine. It's fine. He's like crushes up his vitamins into another donut, just puts it in there like sprinkles.
Like puts it inside a donut hole. Like,
Shit. I told Savannah that I'd get her some ice cream. Just take these donuts to Savannah. She was like sad or something yesterday. I don't remember what it was, but tell her that I sent them.
Oh, fine. I like take it and be like, Kent, come on, you have to drive me. And like,
We're
just
right
like,
here.
across the street from the school.
I walk out. I'm like, anyways, well let's after school we'll double check with Bayou, make a plan, grab Kaeya along the way, and figure out what's
I said Leroy for prom king and queen. Oh my gosh, take a crown, pass it around. Oh my God.
You know, I said the worst thing that could happen to me today already happened, and I lied. Clearly I lied, and I don't like it when I am a liar. Oh, let's just get inside. Hi, Leroy. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Kent has only
That gives
told
you a nod.
3 lies in his life.
Best of luck. Oh, many, 3,000 at least. Yeah.
Tessa like kind of like pokes her head out behind Leroy and says, "Good morning, Omo and Kent. Oh my God, I haven't seen you two together since like 5th grade."
You know, it's crazy seeing you two apart.
Anyways, I was making little cornhusk crowns to inspire everybody to vote for Leroy and I for prom king and queen. Do you guys want one?
No.
you know, corn shouldn't exist. It should be extinct by now.
Excuse me? I mean, don't let Bradley hear you say that. That's his entire net worth.
I want to.
You want what?
I would like to attack.
I would like to silently like mage hand like the leg of one of the like. I want it so this something happens, the table collapses, and then the table falls on the ground. It's like so comical where they fall on the ground and the table falls on top of them, so they're crushed underneath. And be like, oh no! You gotta check that it's locked in place before
you would like to
table.
collapse the table on two of your classmates.
Not onto my classmates. No, I'd like to tip it forward so all the corn crowns fall down.
Oh, okay.
And have it fall on the corn.
On top of the
corn crowns. I want all the crowns.
Is it like
to be useless.
a one of those folding poker table type thing? One of those light
it absolutely
tables?
is.
Okay.
Yeah. They had pulled it out of like their car and like set it up themselves. There's like a little plaid tablecloth over the top. Yeah. So you knock the feet out and you tip it over and then you flip the thing and
from 15 feet away. Wow.
Tessa go, oh my God. What was that? The wind? What was that? Oh my gosh, Leroy. Oh no, all the crowns are.
The mage hand is now dragging the crowns underneath itself as the wind is slowly pushing it.
Oh no, oh my gosh, the crowns are falling into the storm train. No.
Oh no.
Oh no, your childhood. God, can we get out of here? Please.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
See you
bye
later.
guys.
Best of luck. Bye.
Bye.
Honestly, they are pretty cute together. I really hope they
They're
have
pretty
kids.
cute. I mean, it's
You
pretty
know?
disgusting.
Yeah, you
how
watch
cute they
Leroy
are.
like hug Tessa to be like, oh, it's okay after her crowns get
But, I just
broken.
feel like both of them need to grow up. Just like really see it. Because you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to get
What?
married.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to buy a house. They're going to settle down.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. They're never getting out of here.
No dreams, those two. Exactly. Honestly, I think, did you vote for them to like never leave Jenkins, like in the superlatives? Because I included Tessa. And
Oh,
Leroy. I was
to
like,
never leave Jenkins?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you have those people. Yeah.
Why are you talking to me right now? What is this? What is this?
I don't know. It felt
What's
weird.
happening?
It felt like, I don't know.
It felt a little weird.
See you after school. Bye. Can
I
just like kind of
walk away. I don't even say bye. Like I
And as you-
skulk away.
As you sign on, Kaeya, OHMO, and Kent, you hear this over the background. You hear, good morning. Actually, let me redo that character voice, Mulligan. You hear, good morning, filling in for Holly Lamb. It's Bradley MacArthur here in the morning announcements. Your vice president. Time for some morning announcements from the Bradster. All right. Hey, everybody. Rehearsal for the wood. I got you, Miss Morris. Into the Woods is canceled for today. Holly Lamb is out. So everybody don't worry about that. There are, and then you can hear like, Bradley's tone turn more like, more serious as he is clearly just reading something out loud. And he says, also, sign-up sheets for the New Era Emerging Luminary Initiative are in the library. This is a program ran by New Era offering a... What? Seriously, Ms. Morris? All right. Offering a $150 a day stipend to graduating seniors of Spring Summit High to participate in their Emerging Luminary Initiative program for young business people. This looks great on job applications. All right, that's it about that. And then just the news continues to go on. Prom's coming up. Hope you're ready. And we are ready to announce to all of you what the themes for each days of Spirit Week is for the final week of school. We got Monday the 23rd is Pajama Day. Tuesday the 24th is Twin Day. Wednesday, the 25th is Meme Day. 26th, Thursday is Heroes versus Villains. And then 27th, our favorite day out of the whole year, Track and Field Day. All right.
What? Hold on.
It's track and field day. It's not field day. Track and field day.
What does that mean?
Gosh.
All right.
Am I too old? Was meme day a thing for like? I don't
too old
know
for that.
if
Listen.
I ever paid attention in school where they actually had something that went on for a week.
Yeah, Spirit
Or
Week.
Spirit Week. Yeah. Around like homecoming.
There were themes every day.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that KM, the DM viewers, voted for these days.
Oh, good.
Okay.
But they were all based off of real Spirit days that we could find.
Meme
So,
Day is a real thing.
I bet it is. I bet it is now. That's the thing. I was like, I think about all the cringy millennial parents that are friends who are now teachers. You know what I mean?
Can
like they're
we
like,
say that someone made a meme of OHMO at some point and people dress up like him on Meme Day? Like,
I would. Yes,
whatever this photo is. I don't know what this photo is of
We'll
him.
make it. We'll make
What
it. We'll
says.
figure it
It's
out.
just OHMO, but the aliens guy.
I don't know what it is, but it's like whatever it is, someone put something really funny above it that made OHMO a meme. So he freaking hates this day.
The Jenkins Astronomy Club wants to remind you that there is a meteor binge tonight. Happens once every 18 years. Cool. Anyways, that's the end of the announcements. Remember, we're voting on a prom theme tomorrow. Get your voting ears and hands ready. Ms. Morris, who wrote this copy? Anyways, this has been Bradley. For those in the know, get ready for the birthday blowout. But that's see you next time. Come on. And then
For those in the know, watch your hose. It's Bradley McCarthy.
and then the morning announcements end.
Bradley, you can't say that.
Right on, dude. That guy should start a pirate radio station.
It's Brad. Good morning, you bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes.
It's Bradley MacArthur.
Good anime.
He's actually very, very inclusive. I mean, it's a derogatory, but inclusive.
Bradley MacArthur.
Derogatory but inclusive is what I'm going for here.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then Kent, Kaeya, and OHMO, you all have a normal day of school, as normal as a day as you would like it to be. Do you stay for the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we should probably make up some time.
Yeah. OHMO, do you ever give those donuts to Savannah? Do you ever track her down to give those donuts like Bayou asked?
Yeah, I think I would have. I don't know why. I feel like Bayou would send me on like tasks or like little tasks like that. And if it was like literally on his way or near him, he would never think about it. Like pinning something to my shirt to like, it's like, oh, you're going to school. Make sure my sister gets this or whatever.
Right.
So I would imagine he would even have her locker.
It's like a permission. Yeah, it's like a permission slip or like, fuck, I forgot to give Savannah lunch money, and just like pins $5 to OHMO's shirt that says for Savannah written on it.
And there would be probably like no fear of OHMO ever like doing something with like the locker combination or anything. There'd be no fear of anything like that. He would just like literally just open the locker, put the donuts in there, and like closes it and just goes about his day.
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. $12.
All right. In the bottom of her locker, as you're putting it in, you see this pile of like clearly like teen girl party clothes. And like as you open the locker, it just like smells like U-Town.
Yeah, I don't think he would think of anything of it.
All right, you put the
for as much as
donuts in?
he loves conspiracy, he doesn't know how to put two and two together.
And I love him very much for that.
This is just normal teen stuff too. It's barely conspiracy.
Like, gross.
And I'd like to cut now to Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza. Bayou, it is 1 p.m. You're about 2 hours into your solo shift at Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza. Would you like to tell me a bit about the inside of Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza and the mental toll it takes on you?
Honestly, nothing happens here. It's kind of like working the night shift at a gas station that doesn't sell liquor or cigarettes.
Okay.
So nobody comes in, nobody goes out. It's kind of just like I think one of the big things that keeps it open is that Ted's family's owned this building for a really long time. This is kind of like his retirement dream. And, you know, he's got like 1 or 2 clients every month that buy like an $800 thing, and that just pays the rent and pays me.
Right. And you know that like when you are on shift, Ted is fishing. Like Ted is not anywhere near you. This is like Ted's
I don't know
time.
if I've seen Ted in person, except like honestly, and he just puts my check on his desk for the office. So like, or he'll have it like in an envelope. Actually, he pays me under the table. He just puts the cash in an envelope in the in the register. So I don't know if I've seen Ted in person for about 6 months.
Interesting. Okay. So, Ted's out fishing. God knows where. You don't know what's up. You don't really care.
Yeah. It's basically
That's
like,
just a rhyme
it's
I
like
do all the time.
It looks like when you go to like the older parts of, you ever go to a used book store that's like obviously owned by like a little old grandma, and everything's just like not on shelves. It's just piles.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's just piles of
this
romance
place
novels.
Is claustrophobic.
It's like that, but with squirrels and like chipmunks and some beavers and like muskrats. And I'm just like looking around. I'm just like, all right. And, when Bayou first started working here, they wanted to catalog things. They wanted to arrange things. So there's like one corner that's like neatly arranged, but then everything else is essentially untouched from when they gave up.
Okay.
Because nobody's going to see it.
Right. So you are.
This is where Bayou sits here and sleeps at the desk.
Right.
They have time.
Right. Yeah. So you're kind of like half asleep at the desk. You didn't get much sleep last night. And then you hear like a thunk, thunk from the dumpsters outside.
Who is dumpster diving in like
Wow.
taxidermy runoff?
Awesome. Well, that dumpster sounds like none of my business.
Mm. Oh, I know that. I know that song.
I'm sorry. And I can hear this through like the closed door in the wall and everything. What is
Can't hear
that?
Thunk.
What is this sound like an animal or does it sound like a demon? What's happening?
Animal, please.
Okay, so
What is it?
I just
It's an
want to know
animal?
the intent that you are bringing. What
Did
is
it finally work?
What?
You can't do that when your mic also has a noise canceller.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything.
I got it a little bit.
All right. I guess Bayou doesn't
Thunk.
Bayou can't
Thunk.
like throw fire at anything.
Yeah,
So-
but now you hear like a butting against the door that leads
All
up
right.
to the.
Is it loud? It's real loud.
It sounds like a battering ram is being taken to the back door of the shop.
Jesus Christ. All right. Bayou gets like I imagine that this whole store has had the same carpet since it was created. So it's like a dingy brown, but there is like one spot around the register that's just like a wood paneling, like a wood lino. And so there is like a small broom, just like the smallest home broom that you could get. And Bayou sees it and it's just like, and it's just like, I swear, I should really, I'm gonna have to chase away the raccoons so that they don't get caught by Ted. Because if Ted gets those raccoons, it's over. And it's like prepared to scare off some raccoons and like turns the knob on the back door and opens it.
You got a death wish?
No, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna take this. Did you ever? No, okay. Well, yeah. So we used to have like really bad raccoon problems behind the hair salon that I used to work because pro tip, everybody, when you go to a hair salon and they're like, yes, we'll mail it off to Locks of Love, they're not mailing it off to Locks of Love. Unless there's a Locks of Love representative that actually comes to the salon and pick it up. They don't mail it. They just throw it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just toss it in the trash. Unless they give you like a bag for you to mail it yourself. Because most of them just don't. Yeah. So this salon will throw away huge bags of hair like most salons. And so we get raccoons because they want to nest in the hair. So
That's where you were going? I was like, how does this even relate to what we're talking
yeah,
about?
and
now
so-
I'm deeply horrified.
and so sometimes, you have to take a broom outside and hit the
Come on, get out of here.
hit the trash can and make sure, like, if you know the trash is coming, because they'll just take the whole raccoon nest into the dumps into the trash.
So
Anyway.
Bayou, you open
Yes,
that
that's
door
Bayou hitting
and
the
you are
side.
immediately overtaken as something rushes through the back door and basically pounces onto you.
Okay, I guess I die.
The Squirrelbear that you met yesterday
Oh, this is much better than
has
death.
now pounced on top of you, pinned you to the ground, and is now licking your face.
Oh. I don't like getting licked in the face. That's like an
Well,
immediate-
you drool just dripping down.
like
your face
me
now.
as TK, just like the idea of a creature licking my face is like, oh,
Yep. I'm sure Bayou is not also thrilled.
oh, physical affection. Ooh. Yeah, Bayou just like puts the broom up like between their face and like the squirrel bear's like mouth is just like, please.
It like bites onto it and his mouth is kind of open because it's their broom, but that just means the drool starts spilling out onto your face as it's looking at you.
It's just Bayou on the ground groaning, no, beneath this shower of pungent Squirrelbear drool. How did you find me?
It kind of wiggles the broom back and forth.
I want to cast Speak with Animals.
Ooh.
Friend.
Oh, cool. That's nice. Well, this is much better than I thought it was going to go today. Are you, how'd you find me?
I followed
Oh, creepy.
my heart.
Oh, less creepy. Okay, that's nice.
Friend.
Can I stand up? Is that cool?
The Squirrelbear politely backs up.
Okay, Bayou's gonna like get up and like take the jacket off and then take the hoodie off and like wipe the whole face with the hoodie. It's just like,
Friend. Name?
Bayou. What about you?
Bayou.
No, I'm Bayou.
Bayou.
What's your name?
Friend.
All right, friend.
Fully articulate spider, guys. Fully
Yes.
with a family,
With a
with a
family.
subplot.
accent.
It's a mutant. I will forgive it because technically this creature did not exist until maybe a week
Okay,
ago.
okay.
So it's going through a lot.
What if it was like, how do you do, sir?
All right. Have you eaten?
Food. Yes.
So you have eaten.
The bell.
I'm sorry?
I ate at bell.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I understand what's going on now. How's your stomach feel after that?
Stomach.
Okay. Must feel good because you're not having any like thoughts about it. So it must be okay.
Friend.
You can eat. Okay, so you can eat and digest human food. So we know that much. Where are you living?
Friend.
No, not at my
Bayou.
Where do you sleep?
Bayou.
Do you sleep?
Yes.
Where?
Bayou.
Puts his head on his shoulder, falls asleep right there.
Have you guys seen? Have you guys seen the dog that can talk hitting buttons?
Yes.
It's
Oh my
just
God.
like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
It's just like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, I know about the
whenever
existential
it's like
crisis
3
button.
a.m. and I'm having an existential crisis, I go directly to that TikTok channel.
You and
I like the ones
Serena.
where it's like,
What is it figuring
I like
out?
when
What is it
the-
understanding that? Yeah.
She's like, this is my dog. I'm like, go to sleep.
I like when like the dogs or the cats ask for treats and they say no and they're like, fuck you. Asshole. And I'm like, yeah.
We think alike.
That's a
you know?
good cat.
Friend. Stay.
Here?
Friend. Bayou.
Oh,
Stay.
sure. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yes. Can I?
Squirrelbear
Insight-
sits down.
Yeah. Oh God. Can I do like an insight check to like see whether or not it understands like vocal inflections that indicate questions?
Sure.
Is it surrounded
and
by
thus-
the other dead animals though?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, has it eaten them?
No, he like barged inside. He's fully inside
Oh.
the tiny back hallway
Oh.
of Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'd at least like to see like, does he look like upset by these dead animals that are on display?
He seems this Squirrelbear seems very focused on you.
How big is this squirrel bear again? Because I'm imagining.
Quite large.
Okay, but
It's a bear.
small enough to fit through a back door.
Yeah, the fur can be deceiving. It can kind of like scrunch up and fit through a doorway.
Like a chinchilla.
Yeah, but it's like shoulders are like where your shoulders are. So it's not, it's reasonable. A big, and also it's like got a giant squirrel tail.
All right. So about horse size.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like low to the ground, you know, it doesn't have like a long neck or anything.
Yeah, but its shoulder is about horse size, right?
And to clarify, it does only have 4 arms. I know that perhaps it may have looked like in my initial picture that there were 6 arms on this creature. There are 4 arms on this creature. It's just to clarify, I don't want anyone to get scared.
Okay, so, and Bayou's like looking around. And like picks up a pair of antlers and like holds it up to it and is like, this could probably work. I wonder if anyone would notice if you were just in here.
Just still
Stay real still.
Like, this is probably fine.
Hey, wasn't that weird thing by the door earlier? No, I moved it.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Do you want the muskrat or not? I didn't ask what you were going to do with it. You're not going to ask me about anything else in here. Mind your business.
Friend.
Yeah. Okay. Are you hungry now or?
Always eat.
Always eat. Okay. Bayou takes out some more peanut butter crackers. Peanut butter cracker?
Not food.
Oh, that's fair. Oh. What is?
Never mind. I realized. So yeah, you've got this like 5'2" Squirrelbear in
Like, wow.
Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza. What are your plans? It's about 1 p.m.
I mean, the gang's coming here anyway. At 3.
Oh, the gang's meeting you here at 3 p.m.?
Yeah, that's what Kent had said, that they were gonna meet me here anyway because I'm working a double. So I guess I'm just hanging out with a fucking Squirrelbear.
All right, cool. You set up the Squirrelbear to hang out. Squirrelbear is content.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some twine and like tie some horns onto it. Yeah, looks good.
Why
Make it even more fearsome.
It's part of your disguise.
Attack.
No.
It starts waving around the horns.
Oh God, everything just like follow. It's like antlers catch on to like.
It's like a fucking chandelier, just like
I bet there's like a chandelier of like you ever been any of those
There's
places?
like
They've got
three
like
hawks in
antler
flight.
horn chandelier?
Oh, like an antler chandelier? Yeah, like the antlers get tangled in the antler chandelier and brings it to the ground.
Yeah, it like crashes into a gajillion pieces. Like 3 like hawks in mid-flight like come off the wall. It's just like, this was poorly thought through. Yeah, that's like where that scene ends. It's just like Bayou looking around like, I did not consider this.
Yeah, I think that's where we'll end this session. What we see is Kent, Kaeya, and OHMO standing looking through the glass shop of Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza as Bayou watches a Squirrelbear with antlers tied to its head just bring down a full chandelier. And
it was nice knowing Bayou.
Ted's gonna be
from like what we see, right?
Bayou's just like standing there, hands in the pockets, just
this thing's like rah in front of them. Yeah.
Wow,
and
we're really fucked up here.
I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session, sweet gamers.
Heck yeah.
We're 2 minutes away from gotten to get out of here.
So fast.
I know. It passed like a blink of an eye. Hey, thanks for tuning into Generation Fantasy. As always, you can go to generationfantasy.com to see what we just saw, to read notes from the session and to read some rumors and some whereabouts. As always, you can tune in on Fridays at 8 p.m. CST over on twitch.tv/OK Katie Mae for session prep for this very campaign. Come learn my secrets. Let's go down the line and introduce ourselves and reintroduce. Thank you.
Outroduce.
Yeah.
Outroduce yourselves and tell people where they can find you this week. TK.
Hello, it's me, TK, finishing up the notes. Don't find me. I write spooky stories on the internet. If you like spooky stories, you can read them at tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter. TK joins the fray. I'm just doing this right now. Not a lot of anything else. Goodbye forever. Oh, we're playing It Takes Two on Saturday. And if you
aren't you going camping?
I'm going camping on Saturday. You want to see me again?
So I will not be playing It Takes Two.
I will not be playing that game, and neither will Katie Mae. But we will be watching Ninja Turtles, and I'm going to drop that
Thursday.
Discord in the Discord link in the chat one more time.
Cool.
That's it for me.
And it's
right.
got to be the second one.
We'll decide off because it sounds like a whole thing.
It's going to be the first one. God.
You don't even need Casey. You don't even need his story
Yeah.
arc. It's like really unneeded.
really
I
not
don't
that
care
fun.
about the story. What I care about is that
Carlos, take it away.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Carlos Looney. You can find me on all social media as Carlos Crits. And this is what I got going on. So hang out every Tuesday with us. And make sure to visit. Someone dropped the Discord link. Oh, someone already did. Look at that. TK did.
Thank you, TK.
Yeah. So come hang with us on the Discord. You could... write some awesome stuff, like we have our first one, the new Terror Springs into Sleepy Town. The website is really cool. Go to generationfantasy.com and you can read all the great stuff. I'm just going to show it real quick. Scroll through. Look at all these awesome articles and investigations that you can see. This is updated all the time by Katie Mae and TK. And yeah, that's what I got going on. Salani, you're up.
Hello, I'm Salani. Let's see, Mistress Verse on Twitter and Twitch, and on Saturdays I am DMing for Plot Hunters, and we're finishing up our 4th season. So hopefully we'll actually have a show this Saturday if everything goes well. And then outside of that, I'm DMing lots of offline games, and that's pretty much it.
And then I think it's me.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, it's Masood. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Marudboy, MAHRUDBOI. I'm doing this on Tuesday nights with these wonderful individuals playing everyone's favorite guy to hate, Kent Vanderbilt. And then on Wednesday nights, I run a game over on the Roll20s channel for Stir Friday night. We play Monster of the Week. We're having a blast. They just got into some stuff with the big bad and may or may not be dealing with the zombie incursion at the Lincoln Park Zoo. Come and find out. If you're not from Chicago, that won't be relevant to you, but I'll still make it seem valid. And then Thursday we'll be watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, either the first one or the second one. We'll figure it out off the line. I'll be respectful. And then, yeah, that's about it. My Sundays are open for a little bit. Yeah, that's it.
All right. As always, I've been Kay, the DM. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you didn't, rot. If you want to see more things like this, you should listen to Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice, which is my homebrew D&D 5e podcast, which was run with very lovely women and non-binary folks over on dungeonsdice.gay. It's a podcast with a ton of backlog and a lot of good vibes if you're looking for something to sink your teeth into here at the end of quarantine. So those are my 2 shows that I got going on. Saturdays, I stream during Spooky Slumber Party over on twitch.tv/Indoor Reese's Crew with TK. Sundays I do Gamer Academy with Molly over on twitch.tv/OK Katie Mae, which is really great. We play co-op and narrative games. And yeah, I'm perpetually online. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know more. Twitter.com/OK Katie Mae. I'll see you there. This has been Generation Fantasy 5e podcast brought from us to you, delivered on a plate of pain. I don't know what our tagline is.
Plate of pain.
Time.
Deal with it. Bye.